Yo, man, we got DJ Woo in the building. Hey, listen, Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Hey, we gotta talk about it, man. My boy DJ Woo called it, man. He say, hey, y'all count Lamont Roach out, but what y'all need to do is count him in. Hey, shout out to the boy. Hey, man, we about to talk about it. What? Right after the intro. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
Shout out to Likeable.
And you tuning into Likeable Download.
It's your boy Drew. Shout out LD the King.
Shout out to LD with Likeable Download. Come get your info cooking hot. Holla at you.
It's your boy. Hey, man, listen.
Yo,
before we bring this second guest in, man, I gotta show y'all. We got a tank fanatic in the building, right? And hold on, let me turn this down because I joined on my computer. And we got a tank fanatic in the building, man. And before we bring this tank fanatic in the building, I got to do one thing. I got to play his intro. Here it is, right here. Let's go.
Days ago, I just got my hair done. She put grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. She put grease.
Hold on, yo. Something was wrong for some particular reason.
Hey, that's funny,
it didn't present. Did you see it?
I didn't see the video. I heard the audio.
Yeah,
That's
the video
hilarious,
didn't
though.
present. We're gonna bring my boy on stage. There we go. Boom. My
That's
boy is on
hilarious,
stage.
bro.
Yo.
That's
Nah,
funny,
it wasn't
bro.
on the screen, man. You
Okay, I gotta
play the
figure out what
video.
happened.
Hey, that's funny, bro.
I gotta
ain't
figure out
lying.
what happened, bro. Why didn't
Man.
yo when we live stuff happens? That's why I like to just upload it onto the. Let me just upload it onto. That's why I don't like using the third screen because sometimes the third screen. Yo, stop calling.
That's funny, bro. I need to
I'm
see
on
that
YouTube. We'll call you
video,
back.
yo.
Call you back.
Man, they do anything on X, man.
I don't know. Let me
seen
call you
that
back.
on there. I was like, damn.
Yeah, they
We're
frying
we're
Tank right
getting
now.
cooked.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh
we're
man,
getting
Tank, man.
cooked.
Shout out to my boy Tank. Oh, let's see what we got over here in the comments, man. My boy HG say take a knee to clear the grease.
Shout out to Likeable.
Hey, for real though. Like, where they do that at, bro?
Say, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me. I'm trying to present this screen real quick, man. This thing is everywhere, bro. I'm trying to present this screen. That's why I don't like. Hey, when we live, stuff happens when you live. Stuff don't never just go your way when you live.
Yeah.
All right.
Hair done 2 days ago, man.
Well, why didn't it play the video? Say present. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. That really pissed me off. It didn't. Oh, add to stage. There we
2
go.
days ago, I just got my hair done. She put grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago.
Bro, for some reason the video is not doing it. So I'll get it on before we get started, though, man. I'll get it on. But anyway, man, sleep grind in the building. We got my boy DJ Woo in the building. DJ Woo called it. DJ Woo,
called it, bro.
Tell the people what was your thoughts? I mean, like leading up to the fight, right? So we saying that you called it. Tell the people how you called it.
Basically, I feel like Tank won. He wasn't really in it, man. Like anytime a fighter tell you that they ready to retire or even thinking about retiring, they got 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door, and you cannot do that, bro. In the combat sport, man, you got to be 100% in. And the moment Tank said that, I knew he was gonna lose this fight, man. I knew it, man. It just was a feeling I had, and I was right.
Yeah,
I was 100% right. That's why
you saying Tank lost the fight?
Yeah, he lost the fight, and my opinion, I not taking nothing away from Lamont. I feel like Tank wasn't in it now. Like maybe this second fight, he might be more passionate and more involved and want to win. But this is starting to give me like Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver type vibes. Like,
ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, what if he knocked Tank out this second fight, man? You never know. History repeats itself, bro. You never know.
He got the capability of knocking Tank out this fight?
Yeah, I do. I really do, man.
Dang.
I really do. So I'm calling it right now. If they have that second, if they have the rematch, Roach is going to knock Tank out.
Dang, that's crazy. Shout out to my guy. Man.
Shout out to Likeable
I'm calling it, bro. I'm telling
Dang.
y'all.
My boy say if Tank if they have the second fight, man, Tank is going to knock him out, man. That's crazy.
No,
Hey,
Roach is gonna knock Tank out.
Yeah. Lamont gonna knock Tank out, man. That's crazy, man. But it's not far-fetched though. Like Lamont was extremely powerful. He was extremely powerful, man. So leading up to that fight, he was extremely powerful, man. I'm not even gonna cap to you, bro. Bro was throwing them thigh outs. You feel
Yeah,
me?
he was throwing hands, bro. He was getting with him. That's why I say, hey, all respect to Lamont Roach, man. He did a great job with everybody. Man, I've been battling the Tank Davis fans on the internet all night, man. Everybody coming up with different excuses and stuff, man. It's crazy. The man lost. We all witnessed it with our own eyes, bro.
Right. So let's talk about. So we did mention the grease and everything earlier, right? I'm sorry because I should have had all this set up prior to us coming on, but anyway, the boxing world was like in shambles, man. Like people couldn't believe that Tank actually took a knee, man. Do you think that knee should have counted?
Yeah, it's the rule. That's one of the
rule.
things I was arguing with people about because they was trying to, blow it off. And no, that's actually a rule, man.
Right.
Like if they go back and look at the Mayweather fight, when Mayweather hurt his hand, he took a knee and they counted that same way. Okay, I'm gonna give you an even better example. When Gervonta Davis was fighting Ryan Garcia, same difference. Ryan Garcia caught a body shot. It was like a 7-8 second delay before he dropped to his knees. So you beat Ryan the same way you took the knee, basically, bro. Right. And it counted as a knockdown.
Right.
And another thing, the moment Tank ran to that corner and his corner touched him, it should have been a disqualification right there.
Right. Nah, it should have been, man. Sleep Grind, what's your thoughts on the fight, man? We know you are a Tank fanatic, man. You just got your hair done. I'm just saying, Sleep Grind. What's your thoughts on that fight, man? We couldn't get you. Listen, Sleep Grind. Any other fight, we can get them on live on Saturday.
Hold on,
DJ Woo. DJ Woo. Any other fight, we can get him on. We can get him on when we live, right? Any other fight, we can get him on when we live.
Say this one, he was nervous.
All of a sudden, Saturday night come around, we can't even find DJ Woo. Man, we can't even find Sleep Grind.
LD, I had to make a decision, man. My iPad wasn't working, so it was either watch the fight on my phone or get on the live. I'm like, nah, I gotta watch the fight.
Oh, you gotta watch the fight, but
yeah, so it wasn't possible. But come on, man. I got on after the fight, and then we had scheduled something for Sunday, but you had your own problems.
Bro said you had your own problems. Now, I definitely had my own problems, bro.
You was having pregnancy symptoms.
I don't know about all of that.
Hold on. Strong way to say a hangover, my boy.
Yeah, facts, bro. But I couldn't get up out the bed, bro. I was gone, bro. I was a goner, bro.
But yeah, nah, man. The fight, as far as the fight, man, I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I give Roach a lot of credit. Like, I knew it was anytime you see two guys that fought a bunch of times, like Ryan and Devin and Tank and Haney, you know it's gonna be a good fight. Just like Nemo told us last time, I said Shakur versus Keyshawn gonna be easy for Keyshawn, but he said it's gonna be like a sparring match because they do it all the time. And that's how I felt about the fight. Like, I understand people saying he took a knee and ref started counting, but then it's like it looked like the ref didn't know what was going on. That's what it really looks like, because he didn't get punched and take a knee. I get it, like sometimes there's a delay.
He did take a punch, but okay.
Nah,
it was I got the video, y'all. I'm gonna show the video. It was like
and take a knee.
He took a punch. What happened? I'm telling you what happened, bro. The punch flicked the hair in his eyes, bro. And somebody else pointed that out. But that ain't nobody fault.
Yeah, he said he gonna show us the video.
Yeah. Go ahead, keep going. I'm gonna show y'all the video. I actually got the.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how it happened. I don't care if blood got in your eye. You are not allowed to take a knee, time out. Hey, come
Yeah.
wipe my grease off my hair. You can't do that, bruh. And the
Yeah.
refs knew what was going on, my dog. He knew it because this is what people keep saying he didn't know. If he didn't know what was going on, he wouldn't have walked up to Tank and said, "You can't take a knee. It's
Yeah.
going to look like you're, you know what I'm saying? You're giving up
Yeah.
type." He wouldn't have said that. He knew what was going on. He was
So,
playing
'cause
favoritism, bro.
Yeah, because I've been reading about it since that happened. I've been reading about it, and it says that at the end of the day, it's the ref's decision. Like it is supposed to be a knockdown, but the ref can make the decision. But I'm like, for me, I already said, man, I'm disappointed in the
Yeah, in the
performance.
history of
It's just
in the
like,
history
yeah,
of boxing, no,
yeah,
that rule has always been implemented. And see,
yeah.
because the Tank, we not finna go checking in dictionaries to
Nah,
see other
nah,
obstacles
cause
to
see, I ain't
make
never
that.
seen.
Cause that's what people doing now, bro.
Nah,
And that
see,
ain't
I ain't never
cool,
seen
bro.
it before though. I wanted to know for myself. I ain't never seen
Yeah,
it
but I just feel
before.
like
I
that, like
wanted to know.
in
Yeah,
the history of boxing, man, if you take a knee, bro, that is a down, bro. So now because Tank did it,
Preach.
people going to find the, shortcuts and stipulations to say it ain't. Nah, man,
So
that dude
so the ref didn't count
was
it as a knockdown, and then
he should have, bro.
when it went to the scores, do you think they counted that?
No, they didn't.
I don't
They
think
never
they
counted.
counted. I don't think
I ain't
I don't
look at
think
it. I
nobody.
ain't look at
But
it.
they caught Lamont Roaches when he did it. I'm trying to get the video. I had the video in my
They
phone.
counted when he did it.
Yeah, I think they counted it when they counted Lamont Roaches, but they didn't count
Yeah,
Tank.
and that shouldn't even been right because when Lamont did it, he was getting pushed down on. Like he got put, like Tank was over him, putting the weight down on him. So that's why Lamont knee even touched the ground from the jump. So that was in action. That should never been counted
Yeah, I
if they
re
did count.
Yeah,
We
I
gonna
That
get,
shouldn't
rewatched
even
I'm
the
gonna
been
get the
video.
counted,
I
video
ain't
bro.
on.
like
Don't
that.
worry, I'm gonna get the video. I'm just trying to find the.
Yeah. Either way, man, they was playing. I get it, man. Tank is the cash cow, man. But at the
Nah,
same time, man, that's bogus, bro.
but like I was telling LD though, right?
Yeah.
He's saying they might. My bad, I had to do something, so I got off the camera. He's saying they might appeal it. Do you think it'll get accepted? And I said,
Yes, it
nah.
will.
There's,
Yeah.
There's too much money that went into the event, bro. Like it's so
That
many.
don't matter. That's like saying that with Ryan and
Nah,
what you call it, bro. That was
nah,
the
bro.
money. That was $1 million gate too, bro. So then
I
you
don't
can't
think.
use that, bro.
I personally don't think it'll get
I
approved.
do,
Is that what
bro.
you
And,
said?
and,
Is
and you
that's
know
the
the
word, right?
reason why?
Approved?
Because
Yeah.
it's obvious, bro. Like it's
One at a
literally
time,
obvious.
y'all. One at a time.
It's literally obvious. Like, what would be the reason why they wouldn't? Tell me that. It can't be because the money. They can't stand on there and be like, well, we made too much money. It has to be a legal, legit reason why they could deny Lamont Roach from what's actually rightfully his. Plus, this is a straight up rule. You cannot in the middle of the fight run to the corner. Give me a drink of water.
Yeah.
Basically, you can't. It's forfeit. It's disqualification. So explain to me what would the board say to be like, we can't grant this? What could they possibly say?
I just think because the money, like
it can't be that,
it'll
bro.
make them so much more money to see the rematch. I just don't think, man. You know how rich people operate, man. That's
no, that's facts.
Yeah,
that's why I said what I said before we came on. Not to cut you off, I truly believe they told Tank either you fight him in the rematch this year or we gonna have to overturn this. And I felt like he was like, okay,
I don't think they probably said that. I think like I think like the pressure is on Tank now. Like he's saying, nah, we go get it. But they saying basically like, nah, I think like in Tank mind, he's like, nah, I gotta get him now because they go think that, like, I'm not saying the commission, I'm saying people go think that I'm ducking him.
I don't think he cared, bro.
Like that.
I don't think he
definitely cared.
I don't think Tank cared, bro.
Because he wouldn't be going back and forth on social media like the
he
night
put on a good front
and back on.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. Well, the post Lamont made pretty much let me know that they're in talks and trying to overturn that decision, bro. And I think that's what made Tank come out and be like, "Hey, man, I'll rematch him," because I felt like it's like he said, it's more about the money than anything.
It is.
At that point, we don't need to overturn nothing. Tank stay here rematch. But if he'd have tried to wait a year, that'd have made Lamont want to, hey man, I want to get a lawyer, man. And he has every right to. He won. Simple as that. He won.
I ain't gonna lie. I had and look, I gave Lamont Roach like all the beginning of the rounds.
It was
like
7-5.
Some of them was like toss up, right? So this is what by round 11, it was like 6 for Lamont, 5 Tank Davis. So I said I wouldn't be mad with a draw, or they gotta give it to Lamont. They can't give it to Tank. It's either got, and you got to remember too.
True.
And you got to remember too. Tank is the cash cow. And one of the things that Lamont Roach said in the 12th round, me and him was talking ish, and he told me they not going to give it to you. They not going to give it
and
to
that's
you.
some dirty. That's some super dirty crap right there, bro.
It is.
Like that,
Okay, look, I got the
That's
video.
weird, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, look, I got the video of. Let me see. Hopefully, it'll let me screenshot it the right way.
So I'm trying to remember. There was a fight earlier this year. It was for a championship. I don't remember who it was, but the dude lost his belt in a decision. I'm trying to remember who it was, and everybody was mad about that. So I just feel like this would have been like the same situation. I'm trying to remember who it was. LD, I don't know if y'all remember.
Why I say it ain't the same situation is because the person didn't take a knee, and that's the whole controversy. On it, like the controversy ain't even the decision, it's the knee. You know what I'm saying? It's the knee. That's what everybody on there keeps saying. When I honestly believe, me and a million more people believe, regardless of the knee or not, I still felt like he did enough to win. Regardless, people been trying to use that knee.
You still
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I still think Lamont Roach did win. If he did enough to win the fight, but could it have been a draw? It could have been a draw.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be
possible a draw.
If that knee never would have happened and it would have been a draw, I think people would have been okay with it.
And listen,
but
and check this out.
Knee happened, everybody's like making a big uproar.
Okay, and look, and check this out though. Check this out too. Here's the thing, right? So with the Lamont Roach situation, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I gotta turn it. Okay, so like, look, even with the Lamont Roach situation, I gave that round to Lamont because I counted it on my scorecard. I gave it to Lamont, and at the end of my scorecards, I still had it 6-5. With Roach at the 11th round, I had it Lamont Roach 6, and I had
and that was equal
Davis
to Lamont
5.
being 7-5. That's what it seemed like.
But the 12th round, it was some of them rounds that I like. If I couldn't decide, so I wouldn't be biased, I gave it to Lamont.
But look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is what
rounds are.
This is what I was trying to tell people, because a lot of people was they was making up a lot of lies, man. It's like are y'all watching the same fight I'm watching? Because Tank didn't even really start being taken to around the middle of the 4th, beginning of the 5th round. So Lamont won the first 3 rounds. People hardly know Tank won the first. No, he didn't. Lamont won the first 3 rounds before Tank started banking 4, 5, 6. I'm telling you, that's when it happened.
I think it was like the first. I'm gonna say probably the first 5 rounds of the fight. They were dead. They were dead.
Yeah, they were.
Dead.
I think
and Lamont pulled it off. That's why I felt like I had to lean more towards Lamont. I won't say he just whooped Tank all them rounds. No, I just think it leaned more towards Lamont with the aggression and more punches being thrown. You know what I'm saying? Now, power ain't counter power. I'm talking the straight hits.
And what about the towards the end of the fight? You think?
And at the end of the fight, Lamont won all 3. Lamont. This is why I say, listen. This is why me and a bunch of people saying Lamont won the first 4 and the last 3, and that's what made people laugh when Tank got on there and said, "I think I won because I won the last 3 rounds." No, you did not. You actually lost the last 3 rounds, bro. I tell anybody, go back and watch the last 3 rounds and tell me, do you think Tank won them? Tank didn't even win the last 3 rounds, bro. Lamont won the first 4 and the last 3.
I think he said he felt like he won the last 3. That was what he said.
Yeah, that's what Tank said, and that's not right. I'd have felt like you should have said more in the earlier rounds, my boy.
I ain't gonna lie. When Tank took that knee, he came back tough, and he still sort of kind of won that round to me, but I still gave it to Lamont.
He would have won that round if that knee never would have happened. Tank would. That's a fact. Tank would have won that round. But Tank ain't lying
about that hurt grease, though. Because when I go run, no, bro, look, when I go run, listen, bro, I got dreads. So when I go run, like let's say I get my dreads done A week. If I go run, that
they
sweat,
say it
bro, that
burns.
shit drip down in your eyes. But listen, but here it is. Right here, go the video right here, yo. Why isn't my videos and stuff added to my stage? Oh, I know why it's not adding to stage. Okay, my bad, y'all. It's got to
Get it
do,
together, man.
bro. Nah, it's because of this right here. Okay, so boom. So now that's on there. Now let's see.
Yeah, there we go. That was a delayed punch.
Hold on, I'm actually gonna mute it. I just want to play it. I don't want no talking. I don't want it to talk. So look, as you can see, he did wipe the sweat, right? He tried to wipe the sweat. Wait a minute. Damn, did I edit that part out of it? Let's see it again. You see it right there, right before that last jab. Right here. You see that right before that last jab. Right here. Now, you see it? He tried to wipe the sweat. But listen, there's one more video that I want to show you guys. There's one more video that I want to point out to you guys. Right? So hold on one second. There's one more video that I want to point out.
My hair done 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's weird, man. That lady did this here on Wednesday. He trained, boxed, open training, and all that, and now all of a sudden, and then he wasn't even no sweat on him, bro. Like that man lied. He did that punch when he flipped, because the punch didn't hit him for it. He turned with the punch, so it swiped his eye. It swiped him, and his hurt went in his eye, bro.
Okay, listen, check this out.
That's what happened, bro.
Check this out. Here it is right here. Here's Calvin Ford. And he's telling him to wipe his eye. You guys calm down and listen to me.
Hey, come on now. He's trying to get it.
Ain't even the same eye.
Yeah, it's like that where he's wiping it, bro.
Stay focused. That was a good round.
Look, he's going back and forth. He's like, Calvin, listen to me. And he's wiping it. He's going over here. He's saying the sweat is getting in his eyes. So he's wiping over here, and then he goes back over here. Here go the video again.
But I still call Cap.
Hey, we just looking at the video, bro.
Yeah.
Here go the video. We just looking at the video. I'm not taking up. You know, I'm not biased. Here go the video. Just looking at the video.
Cal, you guys calm down and listen to me.
Hey, come on now. He's trying to get it. There you go. That's what it is to do. There you go. Stay good. Stay focused. That was a good round. You got to turn up now.
You see it right there?
Yeah, I see it now. But at the end of the day, I don't care.
Man,
I don't care if bird poop dripped in his eye in the fight, bro. And you ain't supposed to take a knee and run to the corner and say, "Give me some water and wipe my eye, bro."
Hey, hold on. 1 second. Here go my stride.
I just got days ago. I just got my hair done. Pick grease in my shit. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair done. I just got my hair.
That's for sleep grind, man. That was for sleep grind.
Hey, you bogus sleep grind.
Man, LD, listen, bro. I don't care if Tank broke his hand. I don't care, bro. Dude was not himself, bro. That's the
He wasn't. I ain't gonna lie. He wasn't himself. I ain't gonna lie.
I ever seen, bro. And that's why I told you on Saturday when I came on the live, bro. I either had it as a draw or I had Lamont winning. If like,
why you think I said he was gonna lose 2 months ago? Because he wasn't in it. He ain't in it no more.
Bad performance, bro. And then like I spent the last 2 days trying to figure out, like, bro, what's going on with Tank, bro? And then
he's not in it no more.
I'm really
don't want to do it no more.
Like family related. That's what I'm thinking it is. Because if you go rewatch the fight, like I kept seeing him like in the middle of the rounds, you know, like they trying to give him water and stuff. He kept looking in the crowd as if he was looking for something, bro.
Yeah, you saw that too, bro. That was weird, yo.
Usually he looked in the crowd and he spots his mom and then he go get the knockout. But it just felt like he kept looking in the crowd like he was looking for some type of spark, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah,
and
I
then
saw that.
I think
mom
too
wasn't there the last 2 fights, so I'm really thinking it's something family related, and that's why he's like aiming towards retirement. But
that's why I said he ain't the same, man.
I think too. So this was this his 30th fight or was this 31st fight?
31st.
Okay, so I think too, part of his reason for like trying to retire and stuff too is like Mayweather did it around his 30th fight, right? And he took a break and then he came back. You know what I'm saying? I think too, like this whole press conference run with Tank, Barry Hunter was saying stuff like Tank saying he don't want to lose. He don't want to lose. So it was like in his mind, dude, and even his energy coming out, it was more so like, damn, this is he know Lamont Roach can probably is a good fighter. He knew because they got past history. I think I was going back and forth with somebody in the comments one day, and I was telling them that Lamont Roach and Tank already fought, but they were saying that was in the amateurs. That was in the amateurs. That's grown. It does, like even in the amateurs. If this guy got the best of me, even though I'm grown now, I'm still like, okay, yeah, man, he did good back in the amateurs. I gotta just make sure I'm on my A game to come up. But one thing that I said about Lamont Roach is that I said, is there anything that Lamont Roach can do? But one of the things I came on live the other day and I said was the difference between Lamont Roach and his other opponents is that Lamont Roach is actually coming up to 135. He's not coming down in weight. That is the key. He's not coming down in weight, and there is no rehydration because he's coming up in weight. You see what I'm saying?
Which leads me to believe that if it was no rehydration clause on a lot of those fights, I think most of those people would have been able to withstand some of Tank punches, man. I do believe that.
But I can't.
I'm just saying. I believe that. I believe. Don't get it. Listen, they signed the contract, so that ends all the other debate. Cool. They signed it. They knew what they signed up for. But what I'm saying is I truly believe if those men had the opportunity to bulk back up to what they liked and what they like to go in the ring fighting at, they would have been able to take Tank punches more, bro. And the difference with Lamont is, like you said, Lamont coming up from 130 to 135, man. So he came in probably bigger than Tank.
Yeah, he did. Well,
see,
that's what I
and
heard.
it went against Tank on that, bro.
But,
it really went against him.
But man, it's bad, bro. He got something going on for sure, though. Like you could see, even like it just looked like even in the corner, it like they was fighting. Like
it's some eternal beef going on, bro.
Calvin trying to take the sweat off him. It looked like that really pissed him off. And then
they was beef like look at that, bro. Hold on, Sleep Grind. Look, we got to take a deep. He's telling Calvin, and then like even in the ring, bro, he was like walking past him. Like y'all seen the videos?
Yeah, like he ain't messing with him, and that's why he gonna lose his next fight because he ain't got Calvin.
But Barry,
nobody say.
Barry, I think Barry is like the top guy right now, though. That's what it looks like. Like they might say, "Oh, we've been working together," but I feel like Barry is like the head of the snake right now. And
I think Tank made him the head coach.
I really feel like in this fight, though, if Tank had Calvin and Kenny, he could have won.
He would have won.
When I look at it, I really look at it as like Calvin and Kenny, they bring that dog. And then Barry, I look at Barry more like a therapist. That's what it looks like. Because, Tank keep talking about like retirement and all these other things. And Barry is like a calm guy. He's kind of there to like calm him down.
I can see that, bro.
That's how I see it. And he didn't have that dog in him. Like there was times where I'm like, oh, Tank gonna get him out of here. He gonna get him out of here. But then he slows down the fight. I'm like, what? And then there was also times where I'm like, oh, Roach about to get Tank out of here. But then he slows down. So that's why I feel like Tank what's his name? Roach didn't win because there really was opportunities for him to get Tank out of there, but he didn't really take them. He was being.
I think cautious. You know why he didn't take him.
Both of them was being
because he didn't want to get knocked out.
Yeah,
Tank dangerous when you rushing him, bro. I don't care what you talking about.
Cautious the whole fight. You could see like there was really opportunities for them to get each other out of there. But then they would slow it down, and it's like, come on, that's not.
But Tank I think this rematch, Tank trying to prove something like Roy was, and it's gonna get him knocked out.
Well, he definitely trying to prove something.
He's gonna get him knocked out. Same way with Roy. He gonna tell Roy, you got any more excuses, Tank?
But you know what though? Tank coming in feeling like he got something to prove. But then Lamont, I feel like he putting a lot of pressure on himself, doing all the back and forth stuff on social media. And
I don't think so. You know why I don't think so?
Say that again. Say that again, bro. Hold on. Say it again.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say it again. Hold on. Say it again. Because I want to make sure I heard what you said.
Yeah, I feel like Tank coming into the rematch with the point to prove, because like he probably could have won and should have won, you know. But Lamont could have also won too, but he putting
He
pressure
did.
on himself because he doing all this back and forth talking on social media, and that could really backfire on him. Because
See, no, see, that's why I call BS on, right? And this is why I call BS.
yeah,
Because everybody always want the other person to not say nothing. Well, Tank say what he want to say. That's cap, bro. It's
But I'm
still
not saying
even in
don't
this
say
even in
nothing,
this
though.
rematch, Lamont
Mm.
still has nothing to lose, bro. So he's gonna be the more dangerous fight. Tank has way more to lose, and he just got way more at stake than Lamont. Lamont going in that curve freak. Once again, he wasn't supposed to win. And then, like I say, saying that he shouldn't say nothing on Instagram. So basically, he ain't supposed to say, I won. I know. Let me be quiet to cater to the to Tank or the fans. Lamont I feel like he ain't boasting. He telling the truth. Nigga, you scared. You told them people in the listen. Hold on, let me get my point across. Tank, this what Tank said. This what Tank said. Let me get my point across. You hold on. Let me get my point across, bro. Yeah, let me get my point across, bro. He going off of what Tank said in the interview, bro. After the fight, Tank said basically he don't even want the rematch. If he did do it, it'd be a year from now. Lamont made a post. I sent the post to LD. I texted him to you, LD. Lamont basically saying like he heard through the grapevine that they finna be overturning the situation, and then he replied to Tank comment like, dude, what you talking about? You ain't, nigga, the contract signed already, bro. You the one scared. He had the right to say that. So how is he boasting online? The Tank boasting. Tank saying he won, and Lamont's supposed to not say nothing because you and other fans don't want him to because it's putting too much on him. That's thank you. Put him up. Put it up, bro. Put it up. Let him see. Did you see it?
Word around the block.
Now I don't think he's not supposed to say nothing.
Your fave fight.
He ain't say nothing out of. He ain't say nothing out the way. He just
not
responded
30-0-1, 2X division champ. That's what he said.
Shout out to Likeable
But look
style.
at the rest of his. What about the rest of his
Show it. I sent him to LD.
I've been reading them, bro. Like
he had the right to pop his shit, man. Excuse my language. He had the right to, bro. And everybody, you ain't the only person saying Lamont need to be quiet. And why?
Nah, I don't think he need to be quiet. But I just feel like he put like the first fight. I don't think
here it is right here.
He don't got pressure now.
Yo, BA.
The first fight, I feel like it was whatever. But now when you talking a lot, like I feel like he put.
So Tank said this to him first before he ever said anything. But now he talking a lot. Ain't that?
Hold on, wait a minute. He says, "Yo, BA, just happy you didn't get knocked out. Your dad was jumping up and down in the corner when y'all made it to the 12th round. F out of here and say no more."
Quiet, Roach.
I'm pushing. Say no more. I'm pushing for the rematch. The rematch can be soon too, like end of May.
Don't say nothing, Roach. They gonna say you putting pressure on yourself, bro.
Hey, but listen, check this out though. Check this out though. Hear me out on this though, y'all. Hear me out on this. Okay, so look, check this out.
Yeah.
The reason why I say Lamont Roach shouldn't be too disrespectful is because it's like
that man
right now you got the fame,
bro.
Right now you got the fame. Right now you got the fame and stuff, and it can come off as like you being too disrespectful. So like we can give you the match, but we really ain't gonna give it to you.
About his daddy. So Tank talking about his daddy one disrespect. That's what I don't like. Listen,
what did Tank say about his daddy?
Bro, what are you talking about through the whole conference, bro? Oh, your daddy's shaking and this and that, and like, bro, what do you
really hear them say too much disrespectful?
Yes, Tank is the most disrespectful dude ever. And I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't like about Tank, bro. Honestly, as a person, he think he the only one like that, bro. And he got his fans thinking it too. Like, can't nobody say nothing slick.
But as a boxer,
he won't, bro.
But as a boxer, ain't you supposed to think that you like that? Terrence
so
Crawford do it too.
Why y'all telling Roach to be quiet?
No, only reason why I'm telling Roach is because it's like, bro, don't mess up this big opportunity.
After winning the biggest fight of your life, man, cheated on. Don't pop your shit 2 days later.
DJ Wu,
bro. That was going up against the system.
That's what y'all saying.
Get the rematch again and write it and then pop it. Listen,
what you mean?
I was mad. Listen, I was mad at Roach and Tank because they wasn't popping it during the press conference run.
Roach already said he wanted the rematch. Tank, the one, said he didn't want it, and then he said, I'll do it in a year. What are y'all talking about?
Nah, Tank said he would, because We don't know, bro. They probably had a deadline for the rematch. It probably was like you got to do it by this year, this time. You know what I mean? So Tank said,
Tank
"Yeah,
was trying to avoid it, bro.
yeah."
Tank was trying
He
to avoid
said,
it,
"Yeah, I'll do the rematch, but it probably won't be this year." You
which
feel me?
means he ain't
Yeah.
finna happen. When most fighters do that, it don't. You know it. Don't act like that ain't what it is, man. Come on now, dog.
Nah,
What
cause
boo?
the
You
other,
need the Boosie song. Come on
nah,
now, man.
nah,
Come
cause
on
you
now,
go back.
man.
Nah, you go back and listen though. Like they said, hey, you was talking about retirement. Like, is that still on the table? He said, nah, I probably got 4 more fights now because of this result. So who knows? This was probably his
That
last
man
fight,
ain't
or he
want
had
that
another
smoke.
fight.
We
If he
forced
won
the
this
people
fight, bro,
forcing him.
if he
The
was,
people forced
if he won this fight, bro, he was probably retiring, or he had another fight left. Maybe
it was
with
Jake
Shakur.
Paul. Then he was gonna retire. I truly
Hell
believe
no,
it was
we ain't
Jake
watching
Paul.
no Jake Paul fight. I'm not watching that.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it.
Bro, he
I'm
won.
not
He
watching that.
ain't
Yeah.
gonna fight Jake Paul. That's not
Nah,
He definitely was finna announce Jake Paul, fam.
but
who
He
Tank.
yes,
That
if he
fight won't never
won that
happen,
fight,
bro.
if he won the fight that night, he was finna announce him. And why you think Jake Paul was there, bro?
I don't know. Do
I
some
I'm
don't
type of
telling you,
think.
promotional
do a little
thing,
research, LD. Before you just said that ain't
Yeah.
happened, do some research. I
bro.
guarantee
They
you ain't
two
right.
they two different. Bro, Jake
Nah.
Paul is a 200-pound guy.
Don't
I
matter.
understand. I understand what Jake Paul said. Oh, maybe meet at 150 or or
They was
something like
making
that.
that deal, bro. I'm
I don't
telling
think they was making that
you, they
deal.
would.
Nah,
Why
I
would
just
Tank
can't
say
believe that.
Tank and I'm telling they both was insinuating it before the fight. I'm telling you, bro, that was this big announcement, but it got spoiled, bro. I'm telling you. He was finna go
Bro,
get
can
an
you picture
expedition
Tank
bag,
Davis?
bro.
Can you believe Tank Davis? He got 3 more fights this year, so he can't take an expedition fight.
Trust me, Tank can do what he want. He can control his own career. He ain't got no
but
boss.
I don't
I
think
don't
he was.
believe Jake Paul versus Tank will
Nah,
ever
I'm
happen.
telling
I
you, that
just
was
think he
gonna
was
happen, bro.
trolling,
Bro,
bro. I
look,
think that
I
was
tell
just
you
him
what.
trolling, bro.
I don't care what happened between me and you. If we ever fall out or whatever, nigga, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna say, nigga, you was right as hell, my nigga. I
I'm
apologize.
telling you, I ain't been wrong yet, bro. I'm telling you,
I'm gonna
I
say
ain't been
on
wrong.
March. I'm gonna say on March the 3rd, 2025, bro.
Yeah.
I was wrong. DJ
LD.
Wu, nigga, pop your ish. That's what I'm gonna say, bro.
I don't know. I
Nah,
just
bro.
think he was finna announce that, bro.
I don't
What
think he
other
was
fight
gonna
he was
announce
gonna announce?
anything, bro. He was
Yeah.
Jake
just
Paul was in
trolling.
the
That's
building.
what I think.
It just gave off that vibe. I could be
Hey,
wrong
look.
though.
Shout out
He
to that
was
boy
trolling,
DT,
bro.
man. He a member on the chat. That boy say Jake Paul way too big. That's not real. That's not real.
Listen. That's the whole point of an exhibition
Maybe.
match, bro. That's
Look,
the
he
whole
say
purpose of
Jake
an
Paul is
exhibition
6'2",
match, bro.
230 pounds. No way he's
LD.
fighting Tank.
So
That's
you don't
freaking
think Jake
illegal.
Paul was willing to lose
Nah,
weight to
LD.
fight Tank? You don't think
Nah.
Jake?
Nah, LD.
You don't think that?
What's
LD.
up?
You don't
I
think
give
Jake
it
would
to
have lost that
DJ.
weight for that bad?
Nah, LD. I give it to DJ Wu. If Tank won and said, "Hey guys, this was my last fight. I'm out, but I will be doing an expedition with Jake Paul." That's understandable, but I don't know, bro. I don't think while he's an active fighter, he's gonna fight Jake Paul. I
No,
just don't
I
see
don't
it.
think as an active fighter, no,
Nah.
negative. But I think if he'd have won the fight and retired, he was gonna take that $100 million fight with Jake. Of course,
Yo, he
they was
say
gonna get the bag.
Jake Paul came for publicity. He definitely came for publicity.
That's for sure. But he definitely came so that man can do that, so he can come in that ring, bro. But it
So
got
Jake
spoiled.
Paul didn't want to give Canelo a 180 catch weight, but he'll give Tank a 150-pound catch weight.
I'm telling you,
makes no damn
he was
sense.
gonna do it, bro. I'm telling you, he was gonna do it, man. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong,
Crazy.
Yeah.
but everybody
You
that's
gotta-
saying it, I bet it come out I was right.
Bro,
I
you
bet
He
it
gotta
says
come out I
if
think
was
Jake
right.
about
Paul
it, 'cause
can lose
Jake
enough
Paul-
weight to fight Tank, he needs to sell that weight loss plan. No, fat.
You
I
don't
need it,
think he
bruh.
can? You don't think he can? You crazy?
Shout out to Likeable
Facts.
Dialogue.
You
DT
don't
publicity
he can?
stunt.
Then you need to hit up 50 Cent then, because 50 looked like an Ethiopian in that movie. And look at
Oh yeah, he
so
did,
I ain't
bro.
trying to hear that. I ain't
Shout
trying
out
to
to
hear that.
Likeable
It can be
Dialogue.
done. Rich people can get stuff done, bro.
So,
Straight up.
so you saying Jake Paul could lose what 100 and no, is it 100 pounds? Because I think his last fight he was 243 pounds in the ring.
Hey, listen, I want to present something to y'all, bro, because I thought this was
So
like
that's
really
about
funny.
100 pounds, bro.
Yeah, he would have to lose about 80 pounds. I feel like Tank would have made him at like 150, 155. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Tell him
that's
you can get that.
crazy,
But I ain't
bro.
saying he could get it done. I'm just saying I just feel like I felt like that's what it was gonna be.
Yo, this is classic right here, yo. Like if you know what this video say, if you know what this video is, then
Yeah.
when you automatically saw this without pressing play, you already know like this is a funny video.
Yeah.
This is when everybody knew Adrian Broner got beat up, and he was like, everybody named mamas and daddy knew I won that fight.
I beat that boy. And
I
that's
beat that
and
boy.
Gervonta trying to troll bro or something like he won. Like, dude, you lost. Why are you trying to troll? Or did Lamont post that?
No,
Like, who
so
posted that?
Gervonta Davis posted
okay.
just did it mad that you last 12 rounds, and then this is Lamont Roach saying facts. Everybody named mama know I won that fight type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He did, bro. I don't care. Everybody know that and it sucks because I rock with Tank, but I just felt like the moment he mentioned retirement, it was the end of the road. Something bad was gonna happen this fight. And I called it 2 months ago, bro.
That boy going to have to cut a leg to get that small.
That what y'all think, but we on to some other. I don't care. Jake Pauley, he's irrelevant, bro. That was just me assuming, and I ain't right. I may not be right. I could be right. I could be wrong. Who knows, bro? But don't say he can't get down to that weight, man. We don't know what that money do. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? That man sitting on $60, $70 million. Don't say what he can't do when you got the proper channels to get things done, bro.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. All I gotta say is, I ain't gonna say Tank. I ain't gonna say Tank lost because I ain't gonna lie. Because on my scorecard, and the rounds that I believe,
he lost
on my scorecards, by the time the round 11 came, I had it 6. No, after round 11, I had it 6 Lamont Roach, and I had it 5 Tank Davis.
And Lamont won that last round, which made it 7-5. What mostly the whole world got. The damn near everybody I saw.
I didn't score the last round.
Yeah, you should have. Because damn near everybody.
I think I did score the last round, bro. But I don't know why I did.
7-5. It was 7-5. Some people said 4-8. I don't think it was 4-8, but I do think it was 7-5, bro.
I don't have my paper with me. I did score it, and I think I gave it to Tank.
But this is the thing. Both ways.
I think it's 7-5. I seen it both ways too. I saw it both ways too. But I don't see how anybody can say Tank won that when Tank don't even his output ain't even enough to even win the rounds, really, bro. Tank won most of the rounds that he won off of power punches, punching the dog shit out of bro in them rounds. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Tank,
I'm being honest.
You know what Tank gotta do, man?
Power.
You know what Tank gotta do? Step up his ability as far as going to the body. He was only hitting headshots, bro. But when
you ain't lying.
But when he touched Lamont Roach's body, Lamont he'll back up. But I noticed
he tied him with a body shot though.
Lamont got some power because when Lamont touched Tank body, Tank didn't like that.
No,
Tank,
he did.
Tank,
that's
Tank
what made people feel like it. Listen, that's what made people feel like it was a delay, bro. I was watching Coach Malachi channel and they showed it too. Him and this old white dude who a coach for like 30 years, and they showed that. The old white dude said he don't care what nobody say. He felt like it was a delay to that body shot because Lamont jabbed Tank to the stomach, and then he went for that right, which Tank's weaved right there, but it kind of skinned his eye. I think, me personally, now looking at it, I don't even think that I had nothing to do with none of that. I think that man's stomach rattled, boy, and he had to sit down for a minute, bro. Go look at it.
Let's take a look at it.
Go look. Yeah, pull it back up.
Let's take a look at it.
And people don't think it's real. They can have
over it today.
Bro.
Oh, damn, that's the wrong thing. Let's see what he got.
I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. While
I'm out.
My eyes was burning, and like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that, or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know.
Really, he didn't know, but he beat Ryan the last fight like that. But he didn't know. Y'all going for this bullshit, man? Y'all believe in this? Ryan Garcia literally took a knee, and he knew that he was But now in his fight, he do it. I didn't really know that it was blah 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 blah. Y'all believe in this crap, bro? Really? But in the come on now, dog.
Man, you gotta have something to show to the commission.
All right, let's go. He missed that shot. Okay, let's go back.
We gotta go back forward. But I swear he hit that man in the body. He hit him in the body shot prior to throwing them jabs.
Let's see.
Why did he
swear.
look
He missed that. He missed that.
He didn't miss that. He didn't miss that punch to the face, bro. He like that's just like what they be doing in the UFC, bro. When the person swing and they weak and they turn their face, it still hit him and skinned him. I feel like if he didn't get his body and skinned his eye, one or the other, and that man went down from a punch, bro. He went down from a punch, bro. And he took away Tank. And like bro said in the comments, he took away Tank right hand, bro. I mean, his left, he took away his power.
Woo right on the point. The rounds Tank took off, power shots were controlling the ring. He says Roach took away Tank's power hand, and that was a wrap due to the fight. Tank ain't got no jab. Damn.
Yeah,
See, that's the type of crap that makes me be less of a fan. You didn't know.
LD.
Yo.
You missed a lot of comments at the top.
Yeah, hit them comments.
He says, take a knee to be clear. Any sport, if you speak on the retirement, take away because your heart is no longer in there. My boy say Likeable. He says, just when Floyd fought Zab Judah and Roger jumped in the ring, Floyd should have been disqualified.
Exactly.
Ain't no timeout in the fight. He says, my brother, boxing is definitely rigged. If Tank think he won, crazy. Tank was knocked down, and that knockdown caused Roach to fight. The ref was payoff. I can't say that, bro. I can't say that. He said they would never go ahead.
Smell like it. Smell like it. Something was up with that. How you gonna tell that man you ain't gonna win? They ain't gonna give it to you. Well, how do you know that?
How do we know?
How do you know that?
Though?
What you mean,
That's
Roach?
just what Roach claiming. We don't really know if he said
but
that.
If Tank say something, if Tank said it though.
Come on, man.
Come on. I don't think Roach got no reason to lie, bro. Like, that's just real talk, man. I don't think Roach been stand up this whole time, bro. And now because he beat Tank, he can't take his word for back. Come on, man.
Hey,
I
listen.
believe him, bro.
Hey, Sleep Grind. Sleep Grind. Hand Grenade says Tank was born and raised in boxing, but don't understand the rules. What's your thoughts on that? That's your guy. This your guy.
Likeable dialogue.
Which fight was more boring? Shakur Stevenson or this? This your guy. Where you at, Sleep Grind?
That wasn't a boring fight, though. This wasn't a boring fight.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Nah, it was just a letdown.
I'm not gonna. I ain't like the first few rounds, but it wasn't
the first five rounds. The first five.
First 4 or 5, whatever it was. I ain't like it.
The Tank didn't get started till about the 5th round.
Nah, they just wasn't punching each other. It's like they were just jab. Like, come on, man. What are y'all doing?
That's what gave Lamont the earlier round. But he said before the fight. If Tank come in early, starting slow, he gonna have a long night with me. Roach said that, and Tank should have started fast. If Tank would have started fast with pressure, throwing them, I think Tank could have won, bro. Even with him not being his heart not being involved, but he started slow, thinking he can get him in the later round. But Roach was prepared, bro. His defense.
I just ain't like the first 3 or 4 whatever rounds it was. It was like they not really fighting. They was more just moving around. But he said Tank was born and raised in boxing, but don't understand the rules. I don't know how to feel about it.
And beat Ryan Garcia the same way Ryan Garcia took a knee. But you knew that was a down, though. And that's how you won. You won based on Ryan Garcia taking a knee. Considered a down, but you don't know the rules.
But that make you question, though, like, how many fighters out there really know all the rules?
They know the rules, man. They just playing on the rules, man. It's the game, bro. They play on the rules, man. You got to play dumb.
I can't. Yeah, that's kind of hard for me to say that Tank don't know the rules. Like, that's really hard for me to say. Like, you don't know the rules, Tank. Like, how do you not know the rules? Like, that's.
But a lot of things these guys say is just like it's like, how do I say it? Like, crap. Like, they know, but they just don't want to say it. So if it go down to like the other dude getting a lawyer or something, then they got a case. Like, oh, he didn't know the rules.
Yeah. They get to play dumb. But then would I be the lawyer? Well, Exhibit A, if you didn't know the rules, how did you win this fight against Ryan Garcia? Did you knock him out, or did he have a delayed reaction and take a knee? And never got
the fight was more controversial than exciting, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it was more controversial than
that because the Tank fans is making it that, bro. They like not being real, bro. I'm just being true. The knee is controversial. Yeah, let's get it out the way. But Tank fans are making it way more by not keeping it real. They arguing on every post like
I don't
Tank
think it was.
won.
We
I
can't
really
blame the
don't think-
refs because he gave the standing 8 count. Somebody else made the call, not
He
not
didn't count
count
8
the
times. Bro.
knockdown.
That
Shout
is
out to
cap.
my boy DT.
He didn't count 8, counted twice. 1, 2. He started
Yeah, they
from
say he
2,
started
3,
counting,
and
yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, he
never
did. He
made
counted
count.
1, 2, and then he stopped.
But I don't think I think just that call, the knockdown. They saying Roach got knocked down too. That like those two things, and then the
Roach
decision,
got
I think
pushed
that
down,
was
bro.
it.
Tank was leaning
Yeah.
on him, bro. So why is that? Like what? That
Yeah, I seen it because even I even rewatched it. And I'm like, I don't think that's a knockdown.
I
think
should have
that's
went
him
back and
pushing
watched
on
the
each other.
fight, man. You know what? I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
do a
did.
part 2 on this.
Yeah,
Go back and watch the
I
fight.
did. It was. I don't
But you
think
know
Roach
what?
got knocked down.
Nah, he
That
didn't. They
referee,
gonna use anything
Steve
they
Will-
can, though.
They got to get rid of him in the main fight. He's too close, bro. No,
Man.
listen. No, check this. No, bro, I'm being
Who he
real.
remind you of? Who he remind you of?
What, bro? They got to go back and get somebody. Either the dude, bro. Steve Willis is too close too
I
close
agree.
to these people, bro. Like I remember Tank, he tried to move around, he couldn't do it. He couldn't move to his left, and then at one point Lamont tried to walk, but he couldn't do it. It's
Dude,
like
right there.
He was
He
like
remind-
right here, like bro, get out
He
the
remind me
TV,
of Harvey Doc. That's who he remind me of.
Yeah.
bro. I think Harvey Doc do a better job than Steve Willis, bro.
Harvey
Listen,
Doc
I know
would
Harvey
not
Doc
let-
is
He would
listen,
not let Devin Haney get knocked out by Ryan.
Listen,
At all,
I
bro.
know Harvey Doc is a horrible. I ain't gonna say he's a horrible referee, but I know he's a controversial referee, right? But what I would say, I would prefer Harvey Doc over Steve Willis. He's too in tuned into the fight. Like, bro, he's a fight fan himself or something. Because bro wanted to like
He had
let me
money
get
on
the
it.
sweat off of you or something.
Bro,
Like,
having a hard time
bro,
retiring
like
is
he's
what it
too,
is.
bro, he's too close to these fighters. Give me room. Move
But-
back.
Back.
But DJ Wu though, I do get what you're saying though, like about the whole everything for real. But it just the stars, they always have power, bro.
Yeah.
That's with any sport. Basketball, LeBron have all the power. Steph Curry have all the power. It's certain things they get away with, bro. You might not
That's
like
true.
it, but it
It's
is
just
what
the way it
bro.
is, though.
It's a
Yeah, but
sport
I
game.
just think in this case, we saw it. Everybody saw it in this case. Like it was more obvious than most
Yeah.
situations. Like, cause for instance, with the Wilder and who was that? Who was the Gypsy King? Tyson Fury. That second fight, I haven't heard nobody mention how when Wilder knocked Tyson down, Tyson got like 28 seconds, bro. Straight up. Bro, go watch it, bro. Like the
28 seconds.
niggas got in the ring and everything. Joe Rogan was like, "What the heck's going on?" But then they swept it under the rug,
It's-
bro. He was
it's-
done.
Yeah, it's star power, and that's why I feel like Lamont, he should just take the rematch instead of like trying to really fight with
He
these
wants the
people.
rematch. He said he wants the
Yeah.
That's the thing. He wants the rematch. Tank the one that was acting like he didn't want it at first, not this year. Lamont wanted
Well,
this
that's
year.
because
wanted
Tank
next
had,
year.
in all fairness, that's
Yeah.
because Tank said he already got 3 fights lined up.
I think that
But-
needs to go out the window. You got too many people saying you lost, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta go up.
and I agree with you. The people saying that mean you gotta go back and but that's why I feel like, but in your defense, people saying that he lost. That's why he's saying, okay, we can do it sooner, and like at the end towards May.
Okay, let's get it. I'm happy because I want to see him get knocked out. So then what people gonna say? He would. I wonder what excuse everybody gonna say when he gets.
You know what I
knocked
think
out.
they should do?
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo, or go heads up with Devin Haney and Ryan
Nah, it ain't
Garcia
gonna be
now.
Cinco de Mayo.
That ain't gonna be Cinco, nah.
Because
That's
it's
probably
the
already
end of
booked.
May, so most likely it's gonna be in June.
But
Most likely
he
it's
said
gonna
the
be-
end of May. Devin Haney
Yeah,
them
but
supposed to
the
be
end
fighting
of
at the end of
May.
May. Devin Haney them supposed to be fighting at the end of May.
You saying he want to mess up their party?
I'm saying go heads up with them.
Oh,
If you the
and it's in
king,
New York.
if
And
you
I
the
think
king,
the rematch gonna be at the Barclays too again,
That'd be dope.
Bro,
Ooh.
and they in
Bro,
time.
my cousin went to the fight, bro. I should have been there.
Bro, listen to me. If Turkey talking all that stuff, he said $80 for a fight. It needs to be a better production, bro. I don't care about all of that fire. I want to see the event. I don't care about
Right.
having
Nobody care about
performance.
all that
I don't
sparkle
care
and
about having
fire,
no
bro.
performance. I want to see the fights. Like when Eminem came out and performed at the Terrence Crawford fight, I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care either, bro. I ain't
I'm
gonna
bro.
cap.
Can we get to the fight? You know what I'm saying? So he's talking down on PBC and Tank if you really want to think about it.
Right.
$80, and then I want the production and all of that. So here's my thing, right? My thing to Tank and PBC. Hey, I'll go heads up with them. I don't care how much money
they
you
gonna
putting
probably
into it.
smoke them.
At
I ain't
the
gonna lie,
same
Tank them
time,
gonna
that'd be
smoke them
nice,
boys.
but
Even
they're
though
gonna be
Tank
fighting
got,
outside. I don't know how that's gonna look.
I mean, you don't know what the weather's gonna be like.
I mean, they might have heaters around, but
You still don't know if the weather gonna be raining or snowing. It's always cold in New York. I don't care what time
Yeah,
it
it
is.
be
gonna be
frosty,
free?
bro.
Is the fight gonna be free? It's
It's gonna be like $25, I think.
Nah, it ain't gonna be free.
$5. Nah, that's crazy, man. But man, that was a crazy Saturday, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never been so disappointed. And I mean, I think he disappointed too, though, and he said it like, I'm a knockout artist, so anytime I don't get the knockout, it's a disappointing fight. But this is worse than just not getting the knockout, bro. We look trash, bro.
DJ Wu, I got a question for you. You always bet on a draw. How much did you win? Y'all know you say you did like a dub or something like that. How much did you
bet
win?
on a draw?
He always do a draw on something.
Exclusive. Just say,
He laughed, bro. He laughed.
Let's just say I'm up. That just say I'm up, bro.
He probably, I think he probably got like 3 bands on the draw.
I'm up, bro.
He's up, bro.
I'm not gonna.
I think on FanDuel they had, if you pick Lamont to win, it was like plus 1900.
Yeah, I'm up on the draw, bro. I ain't gonna cap you out.
What was it? Plus what? 1500?
Man, it was. Man, I gotta go look. Let me see.
Damn, that's what's up, bro.
I always be telling people the whole art of betting is that okay. Like for instance, with Tank, this fight with Tank, it's not intelligent to bet on Tank because you need basically like $1,600 to make 100 betting on Tank. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't bet. I didn't either.
Yeah, but on Lamont, I feel like when it's those type of odds, you always bet on the underdog, even if you want your winner to win. Because at the end of the day, if I won't Tank to win, but if he lose, I'm gonna get paid off his L. And always put $20 on the draw. I don't care. That's the game. Always put $20 to $50 on the draw, no matter what. You always do that because you never know.
Yo, man. See, they don't have all that over here where I'm from, bro. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So man, I'm gonna have to start looking at doing some other stuff, man.
I ain't gonna give my whole business online, but let's just say I won over 3.
Damn, bro, nigga, shout out to
Likeable dialogue.
That is I won over 3K. Let's just say that.
He says, the ref was taking a long time explaining to Tank what he was doing wrong. If Tank wants to go head to head versus Canelo Cinco de Mayo, then that's not smart business at all. No, sir. But here's the thing. He's fighting William Skull. Who is William Skull?
But it ain't even that ain't even the point. It's because of who it is and the time of the year it is. The
Man, bro, go put David Benavidez on your undercard. God damn me. People go want to
you bogus. You ain't lying.
Go put David Benavidez. Go put Isaac Cruz.
You ain't lying. Yeah,
go put Rayo. Go put Rayo.
Yeah, you gonna smoke. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I can see that.
The Hispanics go tune in. But I get what y'all saying. But listen, we gotta stop giving Canelo that. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live on that fight. They gotta give me a good fight card. I'm telling you right now. Bro.
Right? Cause
I don't know. Like but the thing is, I'll be watching it at home and I'll be like, "Fuck, let me get on live." Like, you know what I'm saying?
I almost think that he gonna lose that fight, thinking he getting a warm up, and then that turns fight ain't gonna even happen, bro. He ain't gonna. I feel like, what if that happened, bro? What if he go out there and lose, bro, and get beat by this person? I feel like that mean that Terrence Crawford fight ain't gonna happen.
Nah, it would still happen. It would still happen because it would. It would still happen because it'll be like, let me go on out here and knock him out too, then, or get this easy win for him. You know what I'm saying? But listen, right now, Terrence Crawford is still performing, right? I mean, he's training right now, bro. Like Terrence Crawford is training right now.
Got no Diddy. You see how big that boy got?
Yeah, I seen it, bro. Oh, did you see Madrimov told him too? Jamal said
he
he
was
got
feeling they
big.
strategy. Man, I'm telling you, by the time that fight happened, it's gonna be trouble.
Trank had his day. Can't try to steal other people's shine. Tank don't really got a date. I think Tank should mark a date. Juneteenth or something. Like why don't black fighters have like a date? You know what I'm saying? I feel like black fighters need to mark a date, man.
But like nobody fight in February like that. And
Nobody,
like
yeah.
You ain't lying though.
But I know they was gonna get that March because a lot of people got their taxes and stuff. I got to file. Ain't even did this shit yet. But I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like with boxes and stuff, everybody want a March date. Let me ask y'all a question. Here it is right here. Ask y'all a question. Are we getting this rematch? Do y'all think we get the rematch in May? Is it realistic? Rematch in May. Gervonta Davis says the rematch can be soon. The rematch can be soon too.
Bruh,
Like end of May. Do you think we get this rematch at the end of May? Is the question.
Just basically mean June, like sleeper grind stuff.
End of May just means June, bro.
Yeah, they fighting in June.
Do you think we get it at the end of May, or do you think we get it at June? But do you think we get it within May and June?
Yeah, I think in June. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm aiming for June.
Juneteenth.
July.
Bro, they should go ahead and do it Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
That'll be smart.
They should go ahead and do that Juneteenth.
Either way, I'm getting my popcorn ready because Tank get knocked out.
I don't think it. No. You know what? I think the problem was okay. So let's talk about the flaws, right? Let's talk about the flaws for a second. I think Tank problem was he wasn't active in rounds 1 through 5, and I think Lamont credit is that he wasn't being risky. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't going to put himself out there.
And
he
Tank
was just as patient as Madrimal was versus Terrence Crawford.
Yep, I agree.
What was them eyes for, Sleep Grind?
Oh no, I looked out the window.
Oh, well, like somebody scared you or ran up on you, like it's like, bro, don't do it on the channel, bro. We don't want to witness it.
Something, but yeah, no, I think Tank flaws was just he just wasn't himself, man. It was a shit fight, bro. I'm not gonna make no excuses. It was a shit fight, shit Tank performance. Like that's not Tank. I just ain't like that at all, and I just feel like he got a lot going on in his personal life that he really need to worry about over boxing. You know what I mean? Like he probably had problems before they signed the contract, but then his problems got worse. And it's like, man, I already signed the contract.
Let me ask you a question. What happened if the exact same thing happened the next fight and he get beat like that? Is he gonna be an excuse about his personal life then?
No, see, I'm not making excuses though. If he would have lost the fight, I would have said he lost the fight.
The only reason why I'm saying it's excuses because we both basically assuming we don't know what's going on in Tank personal. So I just feel like me and anybody else try to use what he could have had we don't know. Yeah. To like it's kind of a built-in excuse.
Bro, we know that he was not himself.
But I'm finna kill this right here. Yeah, do you know some of the bad? Listen, do you know fighters make other fighters look normal when the fighter lose? Like for instance, like with this fight right here, like with the Tank and Roach fight, to say that Tank wasn't himself because Roach took away his most powerful tool, it ain't for the Roach, bro. But like that ain't cool.
But DJ Wu, even when the opportunities was there, though, he didn't take them.
Because he didn't have his timing. And you know, fighting about timing. So you may think you got this shot. He could never get Roach timing, bro. There's somebody pointed it out on the fight breakdown stuff on they were saying how it took Tank to the 10th round to get bro timing. It took him to the 10th round to get bro timing, bro.
Yeah, it just wasn't it. And
it took him too long.
And he said that too. He said it took me like 5-6 rounds to figure out the timing, and
it really took him to 10, bro. Yeah, like seriously.
But I just think,
and that's because of Roach was implementing his game plan. Keep that jab in his face, take away his left. Keeping people was like, oh well, why was the one Tank throwing this uppercut? Because Roach wasn't letting him, man.
But I just don't think like boxing is a priority right now, bro. And he should have. I'm not gonna say he should
It's
have
not,
canceled the fight.
but you're right though. It's not
Yeah.
because he
I'm
been
not
talking
gonna-
about it up until the fight. He been talking about how he ain't really been feeling it. He want to get out and blah
bro,
blah
he
blah.
keep talking about how he want to be with his kids and how he want to like go back to school and like he want to go to therapy. All these things, bro, is like you saying, bro, I'm really not here, but I already signed this contract, so I'm gonna fight. But
That's what got me scared about this rematch, bro.
he
Like he
wasn't
might get in there
himself.
and get straight for real this time.
Yeah, but you never know though. He might get some of the things he needs to get out the way, And he's saying we might do the rematch in end of May, but maybe they're not even gonna sign a contract until May and do the rematch later on in the year, maybe August, September. You know what I mean?
But not with you. This for other people, right? I wonder what everybody gonna say if Roach was to like actually finish Tank. I wonder what
Nothing.
people gonna say.
If
You gotta
No,
give
you
him
may
credit.
not say nothing.
You
People
gotta
gonna
give him
say
his
something.
credit.
bro.
You gotta
People
give him
gonna
his
say
credit.
shit.
Yeah,
Trust
You gotta
me.
give him his credit.
The Tank
If
fans, they gonna
if
say
he
something.
finish, if he finish him, bro, they gotta give him his credit. Like,
And
he
that's
made
the
it.
thing, bro. Like even if like the decision, if the decision was Roach won, I would be like, he won, bro. It was a good fight. Like it was so close, you really can't tell who won. Like the
I don't
first few
think
rounds,
that's true though,
the
bro.
first few
Even
rounds
off
was
of what
dead.
LD card
Yeah.
says, bro. I think it was
Yeah.
more obvious I think it was more obvious on who won than what people giving it, bro. And then another thing, right? This is another thing that I don't be understanding, right? Like, okay, everybody's saying, okay, if Roach had a finished Tank, then we had gave him his credit. I think it's more impressive that Tank that Roach beat Tank like this. And then get an easy, because guess what? If Roach would have finished Tank with an easy knockout, people would have said it was a fluke, fight him again. But because he beat him over 12 rounds, I think that's more impressive. That he took Tank punches. He wasn't, he didn't. Only person got buckled in that fight was Tank. So I think that was more impressive, bro.
That is true. I do got
because if he did knock Tank out, bro, people would have been like, "Oh, that's a fluke, man."
So what if they do the rematch, DJ Wu, and Tank get the knockout? Then what do we say?
Then everything that we do, everything that me
Then
and
we
you
gotta
both
get
said,
around 3.
Yeah, not even that. Not even that. I think Tank can go on by this business, be honest. But listen, that's just gonna further what we said beforehand.
bro.
That he wasn't in the fight in the beginning. That's just gonna further what you said. If Tank come out and knock bro out this second round, it's gonna prove what I said and what you said, that Tank wasn't into the fight all the way mentally. He had some shit going on. And that's what it'll prove. It'll prove that's what I think it'll prove. I do.
I think what it's gonna say is like I can see DJ Wu saying this right now. DJ Wu gonna be like, yo, look, if let's say if Tank beat Roach, you gonna be like, he gotta give him another match because he won the first fight. So you gotta give him a match.
I might flip on you. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap you out.
What you saying? He gonna be shameless.
I ain't gonna cap you out. I might do that, but right now, I don't think so.
I know my boy Wu, man. Hey, we only got 3 likes, man. Come on, man. Come on with some likes. Everybody go.
What you think of like
Hold on, Sleep Grind. Hold on. Yo, look, we only got 3 likes. Everybody go press that like button. And then I also put up a poll. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go vote on the poll. The poll says, who won the fight? Tank, Roach, or draw, or undecided? You guys can go vote on the poll. Make sure y'all smash that like button as well. All right. Go ahead, Sleep Grind. I actually want Sleep Grind. Before you go, let me present this screen real quick, bro. I want to show y'all this video when he said Tank got wobbled. It is true. I got a video as soon as I find it. Let me see.
This fan here, I've been arguing with fans.
Okay, here it is. Right here.
They don't believe that.
Here it is. Right here.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the ring.
Yep.
Here we go. Ooh. At the end, you'll see it.
Hey, Lamont was throwing them boys.
He was. Boom. That's right there. He got wobbled.
Yeah, he wobbled.
And I remember
he was all balanced. He was all balanced because that punch knocked him out. What you mean?
I remember saying, "Oh, Tank stumbled. Tank stumbled."
Yeah, get that man his credit, man. He was handing them boys to him.
Listen,
more impressive than if he'd have knocked Tank out. That was way more impressive. It was more impressive than because if Lamont would have knocked him out on some flash knockout, the way Tank be knocking people out, they'd have been like, "Oh yeah, it's a fluke." But the way
he said, "I'm talking about Saturday." That was his day. He said, "You already know me, DJ Woo. I got a dub on the rematch. Bet.
Man, make it 50.
Oh, tell him again, Woo.
Make it 50, bruh.
Tell him, make it light on his.
We can do 100 again, because technically, if they wasn't a draw, LD would have had to pay me, and you would have had to pay me a hand grenade anyway. But because it's a draw, it's forfeited. It's cool. But I would have won 200 already. What y'all talking? So make
Thank
it
God
50.
it was a draw because I was not trying to pay that man.
I mean, I was scared too because I had 200 to the side. Like, damn.
Hey, so but DJ Woo, so a lot of people saying like,
are you covering up your mic at the bottom on your phone? Because a lot of people do that. No, okay, go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I hear you good. I hear you.
So a lot of people saying like, what you call like, well, actually, DT comment too. He said Roach just showed why Tank's team is worried about fighting Shakur. How you feel about that?
I don't know. I think if Shakur take one of them punches from him the way Roach did, he ain't gonna handle it the same way Roach
did. Shakur is not Roach, bro. Like Roach was punching, bro. Shakur don't punch.
Yeah.
Like I think
he running the whole time, bro.
Sometimes people they just look at the name on the fighter. Like for example, Shakur Stevenson.
Hey, we locked in.
Yeah,
tell them we locked in. 50 on the bed, bro.
Yeah, they look at that like Shakur Stevenson over Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach actually got skills and he could take punches.
Hold on, wait a minute. Don't say skills. Don't say skills. Just say punches, because we got to give Shakur credit. Shakur got skills.
No, but I'm not
maybe not the punch.
No, I'm not saying Shakur don't got skills though. But Shakur, you see him after every fight, he putting ice in his hands. Like you really think he could go 12 rounds with a Tank and he got to put ice in his hands?
I can't wait for this fight.
Honestly, I think he could go 12 rounds with Tank, but I think it's gonna be it's gonna be the same type of fight we saw him fight against Bro. What was the dude name he fought where he was running the whole time? And Bro was De La Santo is gonna be just like that.
He's gonna be running all night.
He's gonna be running all night, bro.
I personally think that fight, Shakur versus Tank, will be the most boring fight we ever seen.
He gonna make it boy, but winning is winning. But that's exactly how he's gonna be Tank. He's dodging it.
I think you gotta sleep grind. Yeah. You gotta go to counseling, bro.
Why?
I think you go to bed with Shakur on your mind, and you wake up with Shakur on your mind, bro. You need counseling.
I don't, bro. But bro, the dude just went 9 rounds with an electrician, bro, who trained for 3 days. Like, I get it, that's not who he was training for, but come on. You always say I'm levels above these guys, bro. Like, you gotta prove it to us, bro. That's all.
But I gotta give Shakur some little leeway on that, and this is why. Because man, you know how dangerous that fight was to take, bro. Like like he can't win for losing, right? Because if he'd have knocked dude out in the first round, it don't matter. He was an electrician. If you go too long, you take too long to knock him off, he was an electrician. Or if he lose to him, you trash, you got beat by electrician. So it was a lose-lose for Shakur anyway, bro.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Like if it took him 4 rounds to figure dude out, it would be like, all right, he knocked him out in the 5th. But you went 9 rounds with him, bro, and he trained for 3 days. Like that's why
I don't think he trained for 3 days. I think people keep study saying that, and that's false, man. He just made the deal in 3 days. He do been training. It's no way that man got in there and wasn't training. He's been training, bro. He's been training.
I think they said I think he said
he does. He got a he got a full-time job. He does train after work.
Exactly. So he does train.
But no, I think he do like some CrossFit work. I think that thing I heard or read up on. He like it's like it's the equivalent of us going to work and then we just go to the boxing or we go to the gym and work out. I think it was just equivalent.
I don't think it's equivalent to that because the guy going in there and really put in the work, you can tell how he fought. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. Shakur beat him. Dude was throwing them boys, bro. He was.
You know what? I'm gonna say something. Had he had power, had Patty had some power.
Nah.
It would have gave the core a different fight.
Had he actually been training and like he got his core right,
I think he probably could have beat Shakur. I mean,
empowered,
bro. That's the little controversy and all that. People may not like that too, but I believe that too, bro.
Everybody in boxing knows that, bro. Dude ain't been training, just go to the body. Everybody knows that, and that's exactly what Shakur did. But
now he did that towards the end.
Yeah, but I listen. He won, and I still respect it. That's all it is. But if he didn't beat dude and he went 12 rounds, oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I tell you what, niggas get to laugh at Tank now. Tank was all laugh out loud on Instagram. Yeah, laugh at Tank now. Because you know the old saying is, you know what the old saying is, whenever they give the champion a draw, that means the champion lost.
Yeah.
That's the
But
old
no,
saying, boy.
that's the thing though. These guys are all human, bro. They can have a bad night. I think it was Shakur last fight before that. Was it Artem? And it
Yep.
was bad. So
I don't think it was bad. He was scared after bro punched the hell
after
out
he
of him.
got
He started
punched on,
dodging. He
yeah,
started
he
going on.
started
Yeah, I don't
running.
care. He wasn't
But
no bad night. He got hit and
I
was like,
feel
nah.
I feel like Shakur taking the Kid Austin fight, that was like him trying to come back from what he did against Artem, but that didn't happen. So he knocked the electrician out, and we still respect it. That's all it is. So
I don't know. I think Kid
everybody
Austin
can.
would have been a good fight, man. I hated he
I
got
had Kid
scared,
Austin
man.
knocking him out.
Me too, bro. I felt
LD
yeah.
kept laughing at me, but I had Kid Austin knocking Shakur out.
I just think Shakur needed to be perfect the whole entire time, and he be making mistakes. And I think Kid Austin could have got to him. That's just my opinion.
I think Kid Austin, like, sometimes he gets too excited when he knows he's about to get the guy out of there, and Shakur probably would have countered him there.
But I will say this: if Shakur get his hands together, ain't nobody messing with him.
Yeah, if he get his hands together,
He get his hands together, and
it's hard to come back from.
He the most skilled fighter. He the most skilled fighter out there.
From hand surgeries, that's hard to come back from, bro, because that's soft tissue and you're using it at the end of the day.
Why you think Floyd had to do what Floyd did? Floyd stopped being the pretty boy and became Money Mayweather when he flashed in. So, he started putting on that defense. Stop really, because he was knocking niggas out at first, bro. Now people don't realize Pretty Boy was putting hands on people, boy.
That's it. But Shakur, like, them hand surgeries, bro, that cost you. Like, that soft tissue and you getting surgery.
Yeah.
You fighting, like, that's hard. Like, that's why I think he don't throw much. Like, even his last fight, he punched on an electrician and he had.
Well, that boy, they showed his hand. That boy hands look like some zombie hands, boy. I'm like, Jesus.
Hey, look, Nerd says
if he get in there with somebody who wants to rumble all night, it could be a long night for him.
Yeah,
I get he got good defense, but bro, you're gonna get hit at some point.
Yeah. My boy Nerd says it was the same Tank as always, same one that was losing rounds versus Rolly, Barrios, Hector Garcia, Frank Martin until he got KO. Difference was Tank could never find Roach. Damn, that is.
I can see that. That's kind of.
Shout out to Likeable
Hey, who said that?
Nerd.
Who said that? That's true. That might
Nerd.
be
That was. He said Nerd.
Because he lose every fight. He be losing every fight until he catch him. He do.
Yeah, shout out to Nerd. This was the same old Tank until he catch him. My boy say, LD, give SOG your counseling number dealing with Earl. This guy.
Shout out to bro.
Hey,
Shout out to bro.
I had a counselor for Earl. We got the same counselor.
My boy DT say they say the guy is just an electrician is diminishing the work that man puts in and day out to earn an opportunity to fight Shakur, and he signed with Matchroom too now. So that's
he ain't no pushover, and I think everybody was just trying to say that. Oh, he was an electrician, man. That dude is a fighter, man.
Yeah,
that guy is a fighter, man.
Hey, look, what do y'all think about these new rumors now? Oh, first of all, before we talk about rumors and stuff like that, right? So normally Tank talks bad about people. How do y'all feel about this right here? How do y'all feel about, where is it at? This right here. Okay, add to stage. There we go. Devin Haney reacts to Gervonta and Lamont Roach draw. I was waiting for the backflip.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think Devin Haney got room to talk?
Yeah,
or do you
think
he shouldn't? Do you think he got room to talk, or do you think like at least he didn't get knocked down? So why are you talking? How do y'all feel about it?
I think he has the right because Tank
they always talk about each other.
Yeah, they talk about each other anyway. Then Tank was riding with Ryan when technically Ryan cheated Devin, and he was talking all that crap on that situation. So hey, let me get my little bold stop.
They don't like each other. Everybody knows that.
And ask this question: why didn't Tank fight Devin when Devin called him out? That's something I don't understand.
I don't understand that either, bro.
You know why? Because he knew Devin was finna put them hands and feet and toes on that man, bro. I stand on it. That Devin Yeah, bro. The Tank was scared, man.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
ain't gonna say
care.
it was,
He
but I'm gonna
was.
say Devin prior to, because I don't know this Devin. I gotta see Devin after the Ryan fight.
Devin right now, yeah.
Before the
I'm
Ryan
gonna say
fight,
that
Devin was
Devin.
that dude, and he called out Tank, and Tank didn't want to smoke, man.
I ain't gonna say
Simple
he
as
didn't
that.
want to smoke,
He
but I'm gonna
didn't.
say I
He
ain't gonna.
didn't.
I can't say that. I can't
I
say
don't
that. I ain't
think
gonna say Devin didn't want to.
Bro, he
Tank
didn't
want
have
to
no
smoke.
contract resigned, and he could have signed, bro. And he chose to go to the other dude that was a nobody instead of unifying or taking Devin's belt to be great. That smells like what he say on house party. I smell.
Yeah,
Jeez,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Well,
hey, for
boxing,
real.
I ain't gonna lie, but boxing is soft because it's like everything's in the fighter's hands. It's soft. But because I think if this was any other sport, like the best would have to see the best, bro.
That's
It's
why
not
Dana
really.
White don't play that. You ain't dodging nothing.
It's not. Yeah, it's not in their hands. But in boxing, it's really in your hands. Like sometimes guys hide behind the promoters. Sometimes
Yup.
it just they sign a they'll sign a like I fight this week, and they've been running their mouth all the last 6 months. Before I fight this week, dude will sign a contract for a fight, knowing I might call him out. So that's what these boxers do, bro. They know how to get away with these things.
Yep. Facts. They be
Yeah, they know
finesse.
how to get away with these things. So if there was a way where it wasn't up to the fighter, like it's like you're number one, you're number two, kind of like the NBA. You know how they like in the playoffs, it's like number one fights eight, two fights seven. If they did it like that, bro, a lot of these guys would have to see each other.
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
going to the playoffs. Number one and two, we might see each other in the finals. If it was
yeah.
a system like that, I think these guys would all have to fight each other. They ain't
Hey,
got no
but you know
choice.
what? I gotta
Or the
state this
tournaments
because
that they're talking
I
about. The
gotta say
tournaments
this
would be
about
dope.
Tank, bro. I gotta
Yeah.
say this about Tank, bro. I think because of what happened Saturday, a lot of fighters really got Tank effed up.
Yeah.
They think, bro.
Cause they think they
they
can go in there and it's gonna happen for them. Then you gonna get your ass put to sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all seen Keyshawn on live?
Yeah, yup. I saw us live. Like, be careful, my boy. You ain't ready.
But
Okay, y'all. Look, I
Keyshawn,
got something I
I'm not
want
gonna
to. I
lie.
want to.
Keyshawn versus Tank, I think that'd be a good fight. But Tank
Great
versus
fight.
Shakur, I don't think that's a good fight.
But I'm just saying, everybody getting Tank effed up now. Like,
Yeah,
don't get it
everybody
twisted.
thinking he's like, bro. That's boxing though. You have one bad fight and everybody thinks you're not that guy.
Like, all right, be careful
You-
now. You're gonna have a blanket
Yeah,
and a blanket
you're
and a
not
pillow in the
that guy
corner.
all of a sudden.
Are y'all
Like
talking
that's
about Keyshawn Davis when
Any
Keyshawn
of these
Davis?
fighters that's getting out of line because of what happened, bro, they better
But
be
look
careful
though,
now.
like Keyshawn, like it's always been three people. No, four. Keyshawn, Andre Ward, what's his name? Bud Crawford and Clarissa Shields. They've always been on the other side because Shakur is their boy. But
Yep.
I was actually surprised on Saturday after the fight. Clarissa was like, "Man,
Oh
Tank's
yes,
a bad boy."
bro. I'm finna go find that. I'm
Yeah, I
glad
That's
was
you
why
said
shocked too. I respect her for that though.
I sent it to you, and that's why I said, bro, I respect Clarissa more than Bud Crawford and Keyshawn. Like,
that. Yeah,
bro, the guy's still a bad man. Like, he got a draw,
No,
bro.
you
Like,
he
know,
had an
you
off
gotta
night.
leave Bud out of that though. You gotta leave Bud out of that. He talked about Bud kids and wife, bro.
nah,
Bud can say what he
but
want to
Bud
say,
even
bro.
before that though, Shakur's his boy, so we
Yeah,
know
that's
why.
true, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
I
once you
agree
talk
with
about my
DJ Wu.
wife, once you
SOG being biased, bro. I
no,
agree
no,
with
no,
once you
no.
DJ.
talk
I'm
about
not.
my
I'm
wife,
not.
I can say
But
what I
he's
want to
always
say.
no. He's always been one of those guys that's on the Shakur side. We know that.
Yeah,
But after he talked about his wife, I get it now. Is anything he does, he don't like him. It
Yep,
makes
he don't
sense.
like him. Yep,
Yeah, but
But I
even
respect Clarissa for that, bro. She was like, yeah,
Clarissa,
she's
I
and he
don't like
dogged
Clarissa.
Clarissa and said she's like a man and everything.
and called her
She's
ugly
still,
and everything.
yeah,
But
she's still being a real one.
yeah, but then he said, I think in one of his interviews on this before this fight, he said he watched her movie. So I think that's why she kind of feel a little different about him now.
Yeah,
I don't think it's nothing
probably.
personal between
I don't
them,
think it
bro.
is either, bro. I just
It's
think
always
it just
just
got misconstrued,
bro,
bro.
boxing media. You know what I noticed being on X the last like 2 years, bro. Somebody could say something, and these boxing guys, bro,
Gonna flip it, bro.
the titles that they put on the things they post,
Yeah,
and you go rewatch
be
the video, you're
bogus.
like, he didn't even say that.
Bro,
I'm
But it
it's
got
like,
you to click on the
bro,
video
it's
though. It got you to
clickbait.
yeah,
Yeah,
click, yeah.
telling DJ Wu it's clickbait.
Yeah,
bro.
got you to click
Dude
on
will
it.
say something like, "Oh yeah, Tank says he would knock Shakur out in 1 round. You go watch the video, and Tank just said he would fight Shakur, but he don't think it's gonna be a good fight. You're like, oh my god, bro, they got me to click on the video.
She right. Tank's still a bad man. Why y'all saying he had an off night?
This is what Clarissa Shield says. She says, not y'all saying Tank is overrated. We're not going to do that. I believe he had an off night versus a great fighter in Roach. And the arguing with Conor and grease in his hair didn't help. Draw or not, Tank's still a bad man.
I got it.
Be
And
smooth,
Shakur is her
though.
boy.
That is right. That
And
is
Shakur is yeah, exactly. And she even spoke out about
But
this. I
them other
respect her for
people,
that.
but them other people, like they be acting, bro. They always feel like they gotta be on Shakur's side. I'm like, bro, you could be yourself, bro. Because to be honest,
Yeah.
like y'all
Yeah.
gonna hate me if I say this, but I said, bro, I don't even think I would know who Shakur was if it wasn't for the people around him, bro. If I'm being honest, like Bud Crawford always says Shakur, Shakur, Shakur. Keyshawn always says Shakur, Shakur, Shakur. But like, if you really think about it, like with his last 3, 4 performances, how bad they were, people would not know who he is, bro. They'd be like, "Who the hell is this guy, bro?"
I'm trying to see how did I first discover Shakur, bro? How did I even discover him?
I don't know how I did it either. Okay, y'all, look, I got one more for y'all. I want to know what y'all think about this one. Where is it? At the stage. Here we go.
Okay,
it says professional boxer Amanda Serrano recalls counseling a fight due to hair products burning her eyes. Says she made the same mistake as Gervonta Davis. Then I don't know if I can move it. I probably can't move it.
I guess that just make him look like a coward because she, you know, like what you mean? Yeah, that
I make him look like a coward. Let's read
that's
it.
the female problem, bro. You a
bro,
whole
he got
man.
hair.
How's
that a problem? He got hair.
Bro. I don't care. You know why? Also,
bro,
you know what
so
else making it look
I'm a female problem, bro, because I got hair, bro.
You know what make it look soft? Because it's I watch somebody get blood in their eye. I watch her eye get tore up, bro, and she still was fighting with blood in her eyes, burning. What are you talking about? People get cut to their eyes that burn, hurts, bad, bleeding, and they don't act like him. He's a girl. He's emotional. He's like LeBron, like bro said LeBron, bro. He LeBron, LeFlop, bro. That dude is soft for that, bro. Oh, my eye burned from the sweat. What happened if he cut your eye and blood dripped in? You get to stop and take the knee and get a drink and get your eye white, bro?
Hold on, SOG. Hold on, SOG. Let me get to this. Let me read it. It says, 1 year ago today, I had to cancel my homecoming fight in Puerto Rico for the same mistake, getting my hair done 2 days before, and it burning my eyes from a run before the fight. Never again. My natural hair is just fine, ladies.
But
DJ Wu's a hardcore individual.
I'm not saying that he didn't have the shit in his eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it ain't no excuse, bro. People get cut every day, B.
But it's the thing though, DJ Wu. So if you was in his position, right? Would you rather take a knee and go get your eye cleaned out and lose a point? Or would you rather get knocked out because you can't see what's going on?
First of all, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yes, I would have took a knee, but I would have knew better not to run to that corner because that could have got me disqualified. If it had been the fur ref, that's exactly how I would have went.
Because LD, go back to what's his name? What's dude's name?
Evan Haney.
Adesanya. Remember he did that? He got what was it with his last fight when he lost?
I don't remember him take. I thought he got knocked out or something. He got punched.
No, but he got something in his eye or something.
No, he got poked in the eye.
He got poked and he tried to be like Alexa. He tried to be like Fiera.
Yeah, the ref was trying to.
Let him take long on it, and he didn't take the time.
He tried to be like Alexa
Pereira.
Yeah, Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira.
So Tank didn't want that kind of situation. Like I get it,
but I get it. Me too. I understand too.
Point. That's what you're saying. He should have lost the point.
Yeah, he should have been disqualified, bro. You can't go to the corner in the middle of a time unless only way that happens is if the ref grabs you and say time and grab you to the corner. It's a forfeit. That's like saying any fighter, if something happened that, hey, my mouth dry, take a knee, let me go get some water. So you can't do that.
How do you think, bro? I think the internet would explode, bro.
You can't do that.
Huh?
What do you mean?
I
If
think the
if,
internet
if Tank ever get knocked down, yes.
Nah, not
If
that.
Tank ever get
No,
knocked
if
down, the
there was
internet
like
gonna explode like the
Yeah,
internet
now
exploded
what
against Devin Haney.
you were saying not that way. What you were saying, bro?
Nah, I'm saying if like he went to the corner and the ref was like disqualification, I think the internet would explode.
It wouldn't have
Oh,
mattered because that's the rule. It would have.
Yeah, I
That'd have been
get
like
that.
Tank stupid. Everybody
oh,
would have
I
been
got
mad.
something for that.
It would have been
Yeah.
mad at nobody but Tank because it'd have been what
Yeah.
it was. People that were like Tank, you screwed yourself, and
No,
it'd have
but
been his coach fault too.
no,
Sa-
but the reason I'm saying, bro, like, bro, I said it earlier. When you're a star, you get different treatment. So
Don't
it's
matter.
like,
That's because
yeah,
that you
no, I
that
get
don't
that.
make it right, bro.
No, I'm not saying it make it right though, but I'm saying when you're a star in a sport, they always get special treatment, bro. So
LeBron get it every day.
Yeah, that's
every
true. That
day,
ain't even
bro.
that ain't my argument. Okay, who was
Yeah.
that fighter? LD, who was that fighter? It just happened like 2 weeks ago on the Clarissa fight. The two big dudes fell out the ring. Remember? They
Yeah.
tried to touch him. What the doctors do? They pushed them back and said, if anybody touched them on the ground, it's
Yeah,
an
I said it.
automatic. It's over. The
Yeah.
person that you touch is disqualified. Saying that's because
I
the
don't know if
person-
he said that, but I
Yeah, that's what
I
it
do
was,
remember.
bro.
I do remember.
That's what it
I
was.
do remember them falling out the ring. I do remember them falling out the ring.
If
But
you can
nah.
pull it up, look, when they fell out the ring, somebody tried to help them up, and dude,
somebody moved them.
Yeah, like you can't help them or touch. If one person touched them when the time going,
But
it's automatic disqualification. Same with rules apply with Tank, bro. He
Okay, so
wasn't
look.
nah, bro. But I
So-
just
so
think
listen.
with like it
Hold
don't
on.
matter if it was Tank, bro. I think if it was Shakur, Devin Haney, Ryan, it don't matter, bro. They all get the special. Same
No,
special
they wouldn't
treatment,
have.
bro.
You know why? Because they
think
none of them bringing in that type of money. Tank bringing in. I'm sorry, Tank
I
just
think they still
Tank,
get
man,
special
please,
treatment,
Tank.
bro.
That
I just
special
look at
treatment
it as
happen
like-
for niggas like Mayweather, Tank, Canelo, niggas like that, bro. Tyson Fury, niggas like that get them special treatments,
Special
bro.
treatment, huh? Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
Hey,
bro.
look, check this out. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This is what Tank posted. Okay. Let me remove
Are you
it.
sharing the screen? Because we can't see it.
Oh, here you go.
There we
Here. All right, so this is what Tank posted. Y'all can see the right there. It says Gervonta Tank Davis reposted. Bob Professor says a knee is not counted as a knockdown in boxing when a boxer intentionally takes a knee to the canvas, not as a result of being hit by a punch, and the referee determines that the action was not due to being knocked down, but rather for a reason like adjusting equipment or wiping something from their eyes. This is considered a slip and not a slip and not a knockdown, even if their knee touches the canvas. Now, backpedal to what we were saying about them changing the results and stuff. They can use that and say, no, this is what the rules say. I mean, how do y'all feel now about what y'all was just previously
what's gonna
talking
happen?
about?
You know how law works? They're gonna go find something in the law with what happened of another case similar to that, and it's gonna be ruled that that person was disqualified or it was overturned. Because if you go look at any fight from the past 25 years, we ain't gonna say 50, the past 20 years, every time a fighter in the middle of action take a knee, it's an automatic thing. It doesn't change because the Tank went and found some shit on the internet, bro. It doesn't matter. Oh, now implement this particular rule because this special guy did it. That's some bullshit, man. It's still bull crap, bro. It's bull crap. Now now this rule works for Tank. But every other fighter in the history of boxing that took a knee got counted. But because it's Tank, oh, let's go find this on the internet and post it, Tank. And this gonna be it doesn't matter, bro. You took a timeout in the middle of action, bro. The ref didn't do it, you did it.
Shout out to DJ Wu.
I'm just saying, like,
Likeable
why we doing, and then to mind you, people might think I don't like Tank. Tank was one of my favorite fighters, bro. But I'm calling a spade, bro. I would do it if it was Terrence Crawford, bro. I swear to God, I would, bro. If this was Terrence, when Terrence fight, if this some word happened with Terrence, I'ma call that shit out, bro. That ain't right, bro. I don't care if it was Terrence. If he was fighting Spence and this happened, Terrence, you bogus. That should be a knockdown, bro. You lost. I'ma call a spade, man.
So SOG, how do you feel after reading that? Do you feel like
No,
it should have been ruled a
already.
knockdown or not?
I read that, but it said it's up to the official. That's what it says.
It's
in
up
there,
to the
right?
official.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
that in
that's
the
what I'm
beginning
saying.
that it was always he said he heard
Yeah,
it was
because
up to the
I
official.
seen that already, and that's why I think they didn't call it a knockdown.
I just still think that's
Yeah.
cap. Now all of a sudden they
So-
using something that they ain't never used ever. Now
So-
they using it.
But what I was gonna say was DJ Wu, like we don't know how much money Roach made, right? Do you think
He gotta
if
made
it
at least
was-
like I think Frank made like 5. He probably
do you
made like
think-
5.
So do you think if Roach had to decide between getting the win or getting the rematch, which one you think he's gonna take?
The
Shit,
win, bro.
He gonna probably
You
take
think
the
he's gonna take
win.
yeah,
But,
he gonna
but
take
bump
the win.
that, bump that. Listen. I understand the win. I'm cool with not losing against Tank. Like, like this is what Lamont Roach said. This is gonna be my coming out fight. People are gonna see me, and they're gonna say like, Lamont Roach is that guy. He's skillful. We're saying that now.
Yep.
He's that guy, and we're saying that he's skillful. We're saying that. But to answer SOG comment, if it was up to me, take the win over Tank or get the rematch, I'm gonna get the rematch, and I want that money. I'm gonna get that in the bag because
You know
in
why I'm
people's mind,
taking the
I
win?
already won, and people mind I
That's
already
dumb.
won.
You know why I'm taking the win? Because now I got the belt and I get pay-per-view points now. What are you talking about? I'm A-side.
You automatically gonna get the pay-per-view points because
You're not gonna get more than Tank, bro. Are you
paid.
kidding me? The same thing with UFC. Whoever the champion gets pay-per-view points, the one that ain't champion don't get paid. A-side, B-side. Roach ain't getting no pay-per-view points, bro.
Roach getting paid for the Roach getting paid. He's not getting as much as Tank, but he's getting paid for pay-per-view.
He's not getting 1 cent off of pay-per-view, fam. I would bet money.
Bro,
he's not, bro.
Bro, he
He's
is.
not,
bro,
no,
he
he's
got
not.
bro. That's just like
LD, I
Terrence
don't
Crawford.
think he gets pay-per-view, bro.
They give him a flat rate, bro. You take it or leave it, bro. I swear to Jesus, bro. You're not the champion. You're not
okay,
getting
but we're talking about okay, cool. Let's say that point is right. But we're talking about the second fight. If to answer his question,
no point. He get to renegotiate more money. Yes, he get to renegotiate more money.
That's what I'm saying for the second fight.
I would rather take the belt and the pay-per-view points, nigga. What? Why wouldn't I want to take the stardom and the win? That's stupid.
I want the second fight. I want the look.
Y'all
take the draw.
that because y'all looking as a fan and want to see the fight again, bro.
I'm not, bro. I'm talking about the money.
Crazy. That's crazy to say.
You're gonna make more money on the second fight.
No, make it a draw or no contest, and we'll rematch because I'll get more money next time. But I won't take the belt, which put me in history.
Bro,
and I get pay-per-view points.
If I feel like I beat him this first time,
sound like some baloney, my dog.
Bro,
Like
look, bro. If I feel like I beat him the first time, and right now it's ruled a draw. I feel like I beat him the first time. I know I can do it the second time.
That's cool. That's the moment. That's what was going on now.
The question was, bro. Listen, the question was, will I take the draw? Will I take the draw, or will I take the rematch? Okay, cool. No, you said would I take the W?
Would he rather?
Would I take the W or would I take the rematch? That fight then already happened. Whichever the money is within that fight, that's already happened. Whether he get a W or not, that fight has already happened. Now the rematch for me, nigga, I'm gonna say, okay, cool. And a rematch, give me the rematch. People already think that I won. Give me the rematch and give me a bigger percentage.
It's stupid, right? I'm
forward.
gonna tell you how this shit sounds stupid, right? You gonna turn down the win for a rematch when you can get the win, and Tank gonna want the rematch anyway.
No.
What do you mean?
He ain't gonna want. Bro, if Tank won. If Tank won, he wouldn't give him a rematch. If Tank won, he wouldn't have gave him a rematch.
You said if that was Roach and Roach got an option of taking the win or getting a rematch and Roach take the win, Tank gonna want a rematch anyway.
No, he don't.
I don't think Tank
he wouldn't want the rematch. He wouldn't. Only reason why he wanted the rematch is because people started going at him on social media, bro.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me if Roach got told, you can take this belt. It's overturned. Take the belt or the rematch. If Roach take the belt, Tank ain't gonna feel no type of way. Ain't gonna want a rematch for his belt. He not.
Say it again. He don't really care about the belts. He already said he don't care about belts.
So
he care about money.
So why is he? Hold on. What you say? He
don't care about belts. Tank don't care about belts.
Retire now. Why won't he just stay screwing and retire now? He still got his belt. He still got his belt. He ain't taking no L. It's a draw. Why won't Tank just retire now then?
Because I feel like he feel like he got.
He already signed up and gave.
So why wouldn't he feel like that?
He already signed up and gave him 3 fights.
If them folks gave Roach his belt right now, what makes you think Tank wouldn't feel like fuck that? They took my belt, gave it to dude. I want a rematch, but no, I'm gonna just say no rematch.
No,
he got the belt. It's all good.
No, if they did that, if they gave Lamont Roach his belt, Tank would say F it and walk away from boxing because he already want to retire. Bro, yes, he will.
Shout out to Likeable.
He want to walk away from. He already want to walk away from the sport of boxing anyway. But the only thing that's
you
holding
saying
him
the same guy that can't handle people saying he lost on the internet with his belt would walk away if them folks gave Roach the belt. But you saying
he'll be like, F that, I'm out of here. I promise you, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
I'm
look.
done.
Hey, look.
Done.
Hey, look.
Done.
Hey, look.
We don't need to talk about this. No, I'm done.
Bro, look, on March the 3rd, 2025, if they reverse the decision and Tank don't walk away or he say I want to whatever, we could come back and talk about it.
That don't even make sense, bro. It don't make sense. So he's okay. So you saying that man is okay if them folks turning the shit over, giving him a loss, giving bro the belt, and Tank okay with that and just going, okay, whatever, dude. I'm gonna retire.
You gotta realize
and it's over.
Tank is
but in this situation, it's okay for him to want the rematch only because of people saying he lost.
That's the reason why he's coming off with it, bro. That's the reason why. That's the reason why he wants the rematch is because of what people is saying.
Analyze what I'm saying, Sleeper Grind. So right now in this moment, Tank wants the rematch only because people saying he lost, right? Hold on.
They got to draw.
He wants the rematch only because people saying he lost. He wants the rematch, right? So now if them folks were to give him a L on his record and give Roach his belt, he ain't gonna want the rematch now. That's what y'all saying.
Bro, I just feel like if they go back and appeal it and they say, hey, yeah, Roach did win, I just feel like that just cements his retirement, bro.
Dude,
I just don't think
he's gonna really want to prove this. I'm telling you, he's gonna want to
I
knock
don't
that
think
out.
so, bro.
But y'all, but it's a but so that's it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So basically, he's okay with rematching him only because y'all say he lost. But them folks take his belt from him. He ain't gonna want the rematch.
Bro,
Speak up, bro. Somebody in the chat, speak up, bro. How does that make sense, bro?
I feel like if Tank,
let me see if we got any comments.
That makes no sense, bro. No, Tank only go or Tank.
Hold on, let him go, Woo. Let him go, Woo. Let him go.
I
Go
feel
ahead.
like on Saturday, if the decision from the scorecards was Tank lost, or if they go back now and appeal it and determine Tank lost, I feel like he would have retired both ways.
Nope.
But the only reason I feel like
now,
the only reason I feel like right now he wants to do the rematch is because it's a draw, and they already have the rematch in the contract anyways.
So if he took the loss, he's just gonna leave with that loss. You really think Tank?
I feel like he was just gonna pay whatever the fee was and retire because he's already lost. What's the point?
I'm not even that big of a fan. That's cap, bro. Y'all got it.
I understand what you're saying. He's saying relax. he say relax. Woo gonna have a nervous breakdown,
bro. It don't make sense.
With Woo. Only person can stop the fight is the ref. Double whammy, took a knee, went down. He says, "Thank you, Woo. Tank got these women's making excuses for him." But you got Nerd said he agree with you, and then he says, "Relax, we're gonna have a nervous breakdown."
No, man, I'm passionate. I'm an Aries, bro.
But here's the thing, though, bro. I hear what you're saying. Like, if you beat me, I'm not gonna want to fight you again. That's bro. But the question was, if they give him the W, do you think Roach would rather take the W, or do you think he would want the rematch? I'm saying the fight has already happened, right? Of course he wants the W, but I think he wants the rematch because that's why he was saying I want an immediate rematch
with the dub. With the dub, but if they reimburse it, he gonna get the dub anyway. He gonna get the rematch anyway. It's in the contract. So if they reverse
it, was only one way that he's going to get the rematch if Tank lost. If Tank lost, he was going to get the rematch, but it is technically a draw. But Tank was saying, I'll give him one, but it's not going to be until like next year. And he was saying,
but if they reverse it, and give the win to Roach, It's in the contract for the rematch regardless. It's contracted binded. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's going to be contracted anyway.
Tank could trigger the rematch if he lost.
That's all I'm saying, bro. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
make
yeah,
sense,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just
If
feel
he
like
lost.
y'all got Tank effed up, and y'all think he gonna walk away if they get that man this belt, bro. Y'all crazy.
DJ
And I ain't
Wu,
even big
guy
on
who's
Tank.
been-
Y'all crazy.
But DJ Wu, a guy who's been preaching he's gonna retire. You think if they say he lost, he's not just gonna be like, "Yep, that's the end."
No,
He'll
he's
be like,
not.
F
What
that,
type
I'm
of-
out of here.
Wow.
That
He'll
means
come
you-
back at a
yeah.
later time.
Hey,
He'll
this
come
what I
back at a
say.
later
This
time, bro.
what I say. This what I say. We got sleeper grind to come on the side of you then. Cool. Because I don't believe Tank like that, bro. You just left your man hanging. You were just a Tank fan. You just left your man hanging. Tank, I still believe in you, man. Sleeper grind though, man. Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Nah,
Hey, look.
but like for me though,
Oh,
right?
look.
For
Well,
me
listen,
though, right?
hear this out. DJ Wu, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm saying Tank will come out and say, F that, I'm out of here. But he'll come back probably at a later date, is what I'm saying.
I think Tank could be hot and he'll want that immediate rematch, man. I'm telling you, bro. If they get that belt to that man, if they overturn that man and get that man take away his 0, that man ain't finna walk away from that, bro. Y'all crazy.
Like, F that. Y'all got me
He
F'd up.
don't even want to walk away from people saying he lost. So he gonna walk away from him actually taking the L. Man, y'all crazy, bro.
I don't know, man.
For me,
Y'all saying that don't even make sense. He willing to fight this man in
me-
the rematch off of people saying he lost and a draw. But if they actually give him a loss and take his belt, oh no, he ain't gonna want to do nothing. He just gonna walk away. That don't even make. That's what I'm saying. Somebody
Bro, I realize Tank got
don't
a
make
bad
sense.
attitude, bro.
It don't make sense, bro.
He feels like he's the sport. He feels like he's that guy. And it's like, oh, y'all, this how y'all want to do me? F
Man,
y'all.
he should feel like that now if that's the case, because he literally feel like that now with the draw. He literally feels like that now with the draw, bro.
No, he
and
definitely
he's going
feels
for
like
the rematch.
that.
So I just don't get how I don't get it, man. Hey,
Basically, what I'm saying is, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
Me and Nerve feel me, G.
Here's what I'm saying. Tank wasn't pushing for the rematch until the media was saying, yo, will you give him an immediate rematch? Even in the press, even after the post fight, even in a post fight, he was saying, yeah, man, we'll probably get a rematch, but it won't happen right now. With like after they announced the draw, they were standing in the ring. He said, nah, man, I don't know if it's gonna be a draw. I don't know if it's gonna be a rematch right now, man. It probably happened. It probably will. We gotta see. But when the media was like, yeah, I gotta get myself. But when the media came out, he was like, hey, Tank, will you give him a rematch? He said, yeah, I'll give him a rematch probably this year. No, it won't be this year. Probably this. Oh, I got the fucking video.
Well, I saw it. I heard it when he said it. I heard it when he said, which is still proving my point that this man is willing to go and give this man a rematch based off people saying he lost. But if he actually lost, he ain't gonna give him the rematch. That don't make sense. That just sounds backwards, bro.
Hold on, I got the video right here of him.
I don't know. Me personally, I just think he just gonna go ahead and get on that retirement.
At this point, what's the point of him fighting him in a rematch now? Then, if all it is people saying he lost, because y'all saying he'll walk away from an actual loss. But
no, I'm not saying it. I'm saying he go get mad and he go say, "F y'all, I'm out of here," and he go walk away for a little bit.
I don't feel like that because
then he go come back. He won't do an immediate rematch if they do that. If they do that, he will not do an immediate rematch. That's what I'm saying.
He feel finesse now.
But DJ Wu, a draw like that gives you something to think about though. Like that's like right down the middle. But if they come back and say you
hold on, y'all, here you go right here.
Like,
hold on, y'all. Let me present this. Here you go, Grind. Steve Grind. Hold on, here you go.
Order over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that. Or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
They laughing at him because they know he lying, bro.
My bad. That was the wrong clip. My bad. I'm gonna find the right clip.
Laughing at him because they know he lying, bro. And people is believing that baloney is crazy.
Nah, I already
Right
told you,
clip.
bro. They got if it goes to court, they gotta have something they could look at, bro. I don't think he really mean that. Like he knew you can't take a knee. This ain't the amateurs.
Know what I'm saying? Like, man, that man, hey, either way, Tank Bodine for taking that knee, the ref even bogus for not calling it. Even if the ref didn't call it, the judges still had the power and authority to still
Yeah, they
call
have
it.
the option to call it
Yeah, and they didn't do it
on the
because,
cards.
like he
They
said,
didn't do it.
they not finna give you this, bro. Make you wonder, bro. It makes you wonder that boxing is dirty, man. People get paid under the
Yeah, they
table
do.
all the time, bro.
What?
It makes you
Come on,
wonder.
man. You gotta look at it as like, hey, what you call? We didn't call that knockdown, and we gave Tank Davis the draw. Now Monday morning they could get fired from their job. Tank Davis could hit them up and be like, hey, appreciate the favor. Here's 2 million. That's how they looking at it. They're not looking at it as, hey, the fans is mad about the call we made.
They never mad about that.
They
Not
they
even
just saved
mad,
his
not even
legacy, bro. They know that, and he's gonna do them a favor if they get fired.
All right,
we
y'all.
hope.
So as of today, damn, it don't got the it don't got the whole picture. That's okay. But anyway, I'll just tell y'all. As of today, a rep for Tank reached out to Top Rank about possible Lomachenko fight.
Man, Loma ain't
Man,
fighting,
nobody want
bro.
to see that crap.
He retired, bro. We don't care about that.
But I'm just
But
saying, like today, like even amongst the controversy, this was posted by the Ring magazine. And actually, I'm going to actually read the whole thing to
You
y'all.
don't
But
even
if
Cause
want
it's
to
from
fight people you know he can beat, bro. You
but
know
if
he don't
it's
want
from
that
the if
Roach
it's from the
smoke, boy.
Ring magazine, ain't that about to be in Saudi?
Yeah, he don't want that smoke with Roach no more, man.
that's
Nah,
possible.
I think they're gonna rematch, bro. But
He
if
don't
they
want
Oh,
that
they
smoke.
go rematch, but you know, like I said, like you know, uh, shit. But if they take his O away, he go be pissed. Like
he
Tell you,
done.
bro.
Tank go be pissed as hell.
God off that. He's not going.
Like they go piss. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so it says a representative for Gervonta Tank Davis reached out to Top Rank after his draw with Loma. I'm trying to say I'm reading Lamont. I'm saying Lomachenko. My bad. It's a representative for Gervonta Tank Davis reached out to Top Rank after his draw with Lamont Roach Jr. to inquire about Vasily Lomachenko availability for a fight later this year. The Ring has learned. Hey, what do y'all think? I think y'all already talked about this. What do
Lomachenko
y'all
trying to
think
get that
about?
retirement check.
What do y'all think about Keyshawn Davis coming out and saying he about to be the face of boxing now?
He's a clown.
Eventually he will be, but he's going. I feel like he's a little premature. Like
Right
he
now,
messed
yeah,
around
right
and bite out
now
more than
he
he
ain't
can
ready
chew.
for that.
He's
Right
not
now
ready
he
yet,
doing
but he's there. He's getting there.
yeah.
He got a couple more fights though before he can start talking like that.
Nah, he gotta wait for he ain't gonna be no face of boxing until Tank and Shakur and
I think
Devin
he needs
these
to
guys
fight one
retire.
of them in order to take that. Like in order,
Yeah, but they gotta retire first. That's the only way, or he gotta fight one of
I
them.
feel if he
And
fights Shakur and beat him, he got it.
he not gonna fight Shakur. He already said that. Oh, LD,
What's up?
the other tweet that I sent you that I ain't like. How what's his name? Shakur was saying, "Oh man, congrats, Lamont." Da da da. Da. Yeah, if Tank don't give you the rematch, me and you could fight, even though you my bro. How you feel about that?
I just feel like he felt like Tank won. He felt like Tank won, and he's saying that he want to give Lamont Roach Lamont Roach a shot. But I feel like that's why I said like Lamont, like okay, it's good you bro. Right now, people are giving you glory. I'm giving you glory. Like right now, everybody in the world is giving you glory. I would just say like don't ruin relationships.
But
You know
my
what I'm
thing
saying?
is,
But what he ruining by taking up for himself
yeah,
against Tank
but
online, bro?
but
Like
Because
what
I
is
LD,
he
think it was
ruining?
more so like he was saying like I think he said something like yeah
It's like
I
he's not
love it
allowed to
because
say
he
nothing
wanna.
back.
You say
nah, but
what?
LD,
It's like he's not allowed to say nothing back, bro.
No, he can say something back, but like not. I wouldn't say it like in a disrespect. Let me ask y'all a question.
But
Is
they
Lamont?
disrespecting him though. What
Let
the
me
hell?
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Is Lamont signed with PBC or is that was just like a one off thing, or was he independent?
I
I
don't know.
don't even know who he's
I ain't gonna
with.
lie.
That's the only thing, because you know PBC hold grudges. They
Yeah, I
do,
don't think
bro.
he signed. I don't think he
But
signed to them though. I doubt it.
yeah, but now LD, the reason I was saying that, how you feel about that is because how you want to fight Lamont, but you're saying even though you're my bro, but you won't fight Keyshawn and he's your bro. Like I don't get that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I see
That
what he's saying too. Like, what's the
yeah.
difference?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you saying you wouldn't fight Lamont, Keyshawn, because that's your
Oh,
bro, but you want to fight. You saying Lamont Roach is your bro, but you want to fight him. I don't like that. I'm like, bro, you and Keyshawn just need to fight, bro.
I don't think you will be satisfied until they fight.
Huh? No, because I mean, like I told you last time, bro. It's like, bro, why is it okay for Keyshawn and Shakur to pick and choose if they could fight each other or not? But when Tank does it or Lomachenko does it, it's a problem.
Yeah. Hey, man.
That's the part I don't like. It's like,
see if y'all can turn y'all screens on, bro, for the reels, man.
Nah,
y'all
I got you.
We've been on the for an hour 54 minutes. You got enough reels.
I was walking around.
I was having my smoke break. I ain't gonna cap you.
I don't think you want to record my house, do you?
Shit, that's your business.
He know me whenever I cut the camera off. I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Nah, hold on. How you flip it? But nah, so how you doing? But my
you can take your break, Woo.
I'm done.
No, we've been gone for a minute.
Hell yeah, that's why I'm like, man. We probably said something that the StreamYard make in 5 minutes though. That mud don't. How much longer y'all got? Just FYI.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get ready to lock it up. My old lady about to head out. I gotta get the babies.
All right, man. I appreciate you, Woo.
Nah, we got you.
You know what? We can actually come to an end because in 5 minutes I won't StreamYard to generate them reels. Then I'll come back on later on.
Hey, we can log back in later, bro. And if you want to do a reaction video or something,
I got you.
I'm gonna keep everything.
Hey, no. You know what, bro? Let's do a reaction to the Tank fight. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm with it.
Let's go. I'm with it. All right, let's do it then.
Hey, you need to come back too, Sleeper Ground. We need you too.
I'll be going to work at like 8, 9. But
he about to be asleep.
What was I saying? No, I don't sleep at this time. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like, how come Shakur and Keyshawn, they could pick and choose if they fight each other or not, but when Lomachenko or Tank pick and choose if they want to fight each other or not, it's a problem. I don't like that. And that's what I was saying about that.
That's how it be sometimes. I don't like
exactly.
But that's how it be, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it be sometimes.
So like that's why it's like, bro, you getting on here saying, Tank need to fight me. Tank need to fight me. I'm like, bro, Tank don't need to fight you. Just like we all yelling over here saying you and Shakur need to fight each other.
I'm gonna tell you, Tank got the Mayweather effect.
Yeah.
But people just gonna hate on him for no reason. No matter, damn if he do, damn if he don't.
Yeah. That is a fact.
Like real talk. But like I say, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta get the kids, man, the wife.
Save his reels.
Yeah, hey, bro, what time is it? 4? It's 4:30 my time. 3:30 your time, bro. We can log back in about 5, bro.
All right, that's a bet. I'm gonna go run and go get an edge up. You know what I'm saying? Then we can log back in. I hit you probably like about 5 would be good. 5:15, 5:30.
Hey, DJ Woo, tell him what you said earlier. That's what women problems.
Hey.
Hey, y'all, we appreciate
Don't forget
y'all.
the grease. Don't forget the grease, my boy.
Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Serrano agreeing with him. That's women problems. You see that?
Hey. Hit the like button, y'all. Hey, guys, that part of the segment was called Subscriber Questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you, guys. It's your boy LD, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue.